Captain America, a character with a backstory we all know well, so be prepared to forget it all. Bob says it's my turn to play Captain America. I made the costume myself. Grant Gardner? I thought he played the Flash, not Cap. Reed Richards convinced Cap to hire his sister. Lionel Atwill's in this crap? You can repeatedly steal the screen from Basil Rathbone, but you lie about hosting one orgy. Not Commissioner Gordon, not Chief Inspector Dreyfus, but a secret third thing, Commissioner Dryden. Hey, George J. Lewis, just 13 years before he'd play Zorro's dad, even though he'd look 30 years older doing it. Hey, get these credits out of the way, I can't see where I'm going. Would you like some tea, Norman Nesbitt? The characters depicted are fictitious. Any resemblance to actual comic book characters is purely coincidental. Co-directed by Johnny English? Why couldn't it have been Mr. Bean or Blackadder? Chapter 1, The Purple Death, the dark secret behind the Grimace Shake.
This is the voice of the Scarab.
A character you already know and fear.
The man you drive your tower over the cliff.
Fine, but I'm doing it because I want to. Purple Death, Purple Death. Now this guy looks way more like Zorro's dad.
The Scarab is speaking to Evans. You have reached the end. You will walk to the window and step out.
With a star, feeling fine.
Into eternity.
Off to Neverland! Does the Purple Death have anything to do with a purple cow?
You are under the power of the Scarab, Jackson. Your weapon is in the right hand drawer of your desk.
A lead pipe? A wrench?
Use it.
The Scarab didn't specify how he should use it, so since he's clearly just aiming it straight up, he's using it to start a relay race. And now he's taking a nap. It took a lot out of him.
The death of Harold Jackson, well-known attorney, is another link in the chain of mysterious crimes known as the Purple Death Murders.
Purple Death, all in my breath.
Has been found in the bloodstream of the dead man, and each victim clutched in his hand a jeweled scarab.
You're listening to GGR, Gale Gordon Radio.
Life among the ancients. It is significant that all of the murdered men were actively or financially connected with a recent scientific expedition into the ancient Mayan ruins of Central
Mayan ruins.
The authorities are completely baffled, and the mayor has called District Attorney Grant Gardner to appear before a meeting in the office of Police Commissioner Dryden. Hello, Mr. Mayor. How are you, Commissioner?
Hello, Grant.
The commissioner's been alibying his failure to turn up anything in these Purple Death murders.
Was the mayor dubbed by Leslie Nielsen?
I don't make excuses, but I do have a definite plan.
And that is?
I'd rather not discuss it now. You'll have to be patient. You remember the commissioner and I have cleaned up crime waves in this town before.
Yes. That mysterious Captain America did most of your work for you.
Is that a painting of Ed Sullivan behind him?
Only contact him now.
I feel certain that this new crime wave will bring him out of hiding to help us.
And I hope so.
Still more proactive than most
Well,
politicians.
against a new type of scientific criminal.
So we should take him to science court.
You'll never find in the usual haunts of crime.
And by usual haunts of crime, I mean Six Flags Fright Fest. Mr. Drummond has a museum? It really does take different strokes.
I tell you, Dr. Maldo,
I am Pagliacci.
there's a curse on everyone connected with that Mayan expedition.
We never should have gone to Kennebunkport.
Jackson's gone, and Wilson, and Evans.
No, Evans won't be Captain America for decades.
Well, you or I may be the next victim of the Scarab's Purple Death.
My dear Professor Lyman, you're overexcited. Calm yourself.
Rub one out.
Have a cigar.
Thank you.
This is back when 10 out of 10 doctors recommended smoking. Yeah, suck on that baby.
Sit down, Professor. Sit down.
Now unzip your pants.
If there is an ancient curse upon us, this Scarab who invokes it must be peculiarly mercenary.
And devilishly handsome.
These men you have named are known to have withdrawn large sums of money from their banks just prior to their deaths.
That's true. But I'm not wealthy.
Ah, but the Scarab wants other things.
He wants Lorcana cards.
Paintings, antiques. He also wants scientific secrets such as you possess.
Tell him what makes a ball bounce.
Just what do you mean?
The Scarab wants the plans of the thermodynamic vibration engine which you have invented.
How did you find out about my vibrator?
I thought I hid it so carefully under the mattress.
Obtaining information.
Check it out, Pizza Hut Book It badge.
You? The scarab?
Yes. I'm the scarab.
Dude, spoilers, there's 14 episodes left of this serial.
It is my vengeance which is striking at all of you. It was my expedition. I uncovered the secret information and laid the plans which made it successful. And how was I rewarded?
In Dogecoin, utterly
I was made the
worthless.
curator of an insignificant museum. While the rest of you received the fame and wealth that should have come to me.
Yeah, archaeological fame and wealth.
You can't touch that phone.
Well, fine, I didn't want to touch the phone anyway. I don't lie awake at night craving the feel of a phone in my hand.
For the short time you have to live, your mind is completely under my control. You must obey my command.
Now I order you to disobey me. Oh, wait.
You are a slave of the Purple Death.
Now put on a slave Leia costume.
But how?
And why are you telling me face to face instead of in voiceover like the other victims?
The fumes from this cigar.
Okay, no further explanation needed.
I want to know more about the vibrator.
You see, I'm having a party.
For harnessing light and sound waves into a powerful force which will disintegrate any known material.
That could be used by me as a powerful weapon of destruction.
But I made this all-matter disintegrator for peaceful purposes.
Where are the plans?
At home. In the safe.
Safe. How do you spell that?
Write down the combination.
You can touch this pen, but not the phone. Actually saying numbers out loud on film was a violation of the Hays Code. The next item up for bid, some brand new henchmen!
Ruber,
Get the Higgins boys.
you will take Professor Lyman out.
Then we'll retcon it so that Lyman never existed and John Arbuckle bought Odie himself. Oh, and take this to remember me by. I really did cherish our time together.
Step this way, Professor.
And don't even think about touching any phones. Those days are behind you.
Farewell, Lyman.
It's the opposite of a hello, Newman.
You'll find the plans in Lyman's safe. Here are the combinations.
Captain America, people handing papers full of numbers to each other.
Now take these Purple Death bombs with you.
See what you can get for them at
You'll be finding
GameStop.
effective weapons if anyone interferes. Yes, sir.
Later, in the world's least effective establishing shot. Oh, Agent 13's in there.
This is what we're after.
Mrs. Knott's chicken recipe.
Just a minute.
1 minute, then you can continue your crime. Captain America's famous gun. More accurate avatar for America, I
Throw
guess.
your gun in a corner. You too.
Do I have to throw it in the same corner? Captain America, disarmed by a light punch. When you're a cap all the way. Captain America's one weakness, balsa wood. The first ever Marvel movie action scene. Soak it in. Boy, their hats are really good at staying on. He wasn't trying to hit Cap, he just wanted to get that ugly thing out of the house. The acting of middle school theater meets the action of middle school wrestling. Ow, my back! Ow, my front! So Cap's plan was to just show up at potential victims' houses in case Crook showed up too? My picture's in the opening credits, so I gotta escape. Miles away, someone else naps on a couch. He's running into the old forest. Old Man Willow will stop him. And the fight choreographer got bored, so the henchman shoots himself. Wow, that's a huge order of buzzballs. Boy, I sure love touching phones. I'm glad I have the freedom to do so.
Police Commissioner Dryden speaking.
This is Captain America.
What's that?
Captain America, who?
Where are you?
Never mind that. Professor Lyman's life is in danger.
Professor Lyman is dead.
Oh, then I guess his life's no longer in danger.
Another Purple Death accident. Well, at least I've accounted for one of the gang.
Wow, he can really see the bright side of failing to stop a murder.
That's all.
Captain America, too late to save the day.
Get me the district attorney's office.
I just miss his voice for some reason. Hello, token girl speaking.
District Attorney, Gail Richards speaking.
Let me speak to the DA.
Mr. Gardner isn't here now, Commissioner.
He's
but I
busy
expect to hear
Captain
from him
Americaing.
shortly.
Well, tell him that Captain America's on the job. He just killed one of the Purple Death murderers.
Grant, curb your bloodlust. Meanwhile, in Achievement USA, or How to Go Places or No Ghosts, or whatever car short I do next.
Come in, Gail.
Commissioner Dryden just told me the news. Do you need any help?
I hope you're being inconspicuous.
I will as soon as I get back to the office. Have Davis there.
Jim Davis, I mean. He knows Lyman better than anyone.
Right. He'll be here.
This stuff is distilled from the cyprinium.
Also, I guess I'm Davis.
Highly concentrated as fumes form a deadly poison which leave those purple splotches on the victim's face.
So that's why it's called the Purple Death? Might have been more effective in Technicolor.
Dangerous? It surely is. One whip is enough.
Do florists have this cyprinium plant?
And do androids dream of electric sheep?
Fine. We'll trick the guilty one into showing his hand. Gail, you and I will visit the dealers of rare flowers in the morning.
Fortunately, they live in the Dealers of Rare Flowers headquarters of the country.
The district attorney's office.
Yes, Miss Richards.
We're trying to identify the plant from which this liquid was extracted. It may help in a criminal investigation.
Yeah, Gail, let him stick the poison material right up to his nostril.
Sorry, I can't identify it.
Thank you.
Iocane. I bet my life on it.
No, I don't recognize it.
Thank you very much.
They're showing more of the set, so I've got a good feeling about finding a plot development here.
Can I help you, miss?
I'm from the district attorney's office. I have a plant extract which we're trying to identify with a murder investigation.
Brad Garrett is anxious.
I'm sorry, miss. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you.
Oh, and shards of glass fly into both of their eyes.
I see you do know what the Purple Death Bomb is.
Ow, stepped on glass.
Fool me, all right, but it isn't going to do you any good. Get in there. Don't talk. Move.
Look, the bad guys can capture the leading lady, but you're still a poor substitute for Fleischer's Superman. Hey, you guys breaking some bad in here?
Well, this dame's wise to our setup. Turn around here. Tie her up.
So we got a vibrator, bomb shaped like a butt plug, and tying a girl up. Maybe Lionel Atwill wrote the script. Can't believe they make us cashiers clean up instead of hiring a dedicated custodian. Yeah, real thorough cover-up there. This better be important to interrupt my monocle time.
Yes, speaking.
The girl from the district attorney's office just came in. She had one of our Purple Death bombs and tricked me into showing my hand. What'll I do with her?
You have plenty of the extract? Use it.
Roger that. Tie her up and make her watch Mike Judge's extract. Excuse me, I couldn't help noticing that strange and interesting plant. We now go live to our peephole cam.
Yes, sir. I'm the district attorney. Miss Richards wishes to meet me here. I haven't seen her. I'll wait outside.
Captain America's greatest power, noticing the bad guy's lack of follow-through. No, it's okay. Just spread that glass around so a child can step on it. Okay, he fights better as the DA, so why bother dressing up as Captain America at all? Does he just get off on stealing Steve's valor?
Take me to Miss Richards.
Good work, Green Hornet. Or Captain America, whatever.
Get on the other side of the room.
I'm gonna reblock this scene if it's the last thing I do. Nice to see some people are still masking indoors. That just bulges our eyes. So district attorneys can just shoot people without due process?
Drop that gun or we'll all die.
And true to his word, they all died. Next week, Batman, whose secret identity is a CPA named Billy.
The brilliant action of Grant Gardner, the district attorney.
Oh, that Grant Gardner.
The source of the Purple Death poison. The Cyprinium orchid from which it was derived will be destroyed wherever found.
Great job, gang. We're putting a plant on the endangered list.
Into the affairs and acquaintances of Professor Lyman, latest victim of the poison.
Mercury Radio Theater's gone downhill.
I've just come from the district attorney's office. He's questioning all the survivors of the main expedition.
He doesn't suspect us.
No.
The at-will, no. It's like the opposite of a Frank Nelson, yes?
We are not the only ones who know the secret of Lyman's dynamic vibrator.
But his static vibrator is safe. Nobody wants a vibrator that doesn't move.
Worse than that. There's a working model which Lyman and his assistant Gregory constructed in Professor Dodge's laboratory.
I moved the pipe.
He's taking some technicians there tonight to see a demonstration and learn all about it.
But if they learn how it works,
then my secret weapon will no longer be a secret.
Colonel Sanders protected his herbs and spices the same way.
To counteract it. Therefore, the model and Gregory must be destroyed tonight.
Do we have to destroy all four Gregs?
The directions with these plans show how to step up the power of the machine so high that it'll destroy itself, along with the building and everyone in it.
Why is that in the directions?
Captain America's on the job again.
We know that Captain America gets information through the office of the district attorney.
We don't find that suspicious at all.
He's to give the district attorney a tip about the scarab that will send Captain America off on a false scent. And that I have arranged to do tonight.
Oh, they're finally doing something with the old Starcade space.
This is Eddie, Mr. Gardner. I've got a hot tip on those Purple Death killings. Can you come over? I'm afraid to leave here.
Mainly because of the gun pointed at my back. I mean, wait!
The arcade rooming house.
All right, I'll be right over.
What's he got?
A tip on the scarab. I'll have to see him.
I don't like it, Grant. It might be a trap.
She only knows because she read the script.
I'll phone Gregory that you're bringing the technical men. Go ahead with the demonstration, and I'll be there as soon as I've seen Eddie.
Then I'll see Eddie's father about his courtship. Wow, he's lucky. You never find street parking in whatever city this takes place in.
Well, your phone call worked, all right?
So I guess we should let our victims touch phones.
But I phoned the DA.
That's right. And Captain America shows up as we expected.
We're not great at putting two and two together.
Well, you served your purpose, Eddie.
Where the hell's the ice machine? Ah, another death Captain America was too late to save. I guess he threw in the towel.
Come in. Come on in.
This is how I greet the DoorDash driver when they're late with my Fuddruckers.
Come on in.
So Captain America's biggest superpower is using tedium to cause panic attacks? Plop. Oh no, his biggest superpower is the bad guys miss when they shoot at him.
Who's your boss? I don't know his name. Stop the 2 bullets left.
1 + 2 + 1 + 1?
I'll hit one presently.
Wait, I'll talk. His name is Maxim.
He wore a diamond.
Keep talking.
He wanted to get you out of the way. They're pulling a big job at the office of a guy named Dodge. I don't know what it's all about.
Alfie? Now he's tying up a guy next to a bed? I'm shocked everyone's clothes are still on. You can dodge a building, you can dodge a ball. Wow, Harold Lloyd's gonna climb that?
Good evening, Mr. Gregory.
Good evening, Miss Richards.
I hope you don't mind I brought my backup singers.
Mr. Merritt and Mr. Norden are here to witness your demonstration of the vibrator.
They're voyeurs.
The DA telephoned me. I'm glad you came.
Well, let's not get ahead of the vibrator, buddy.
The secret of this machine, and it's a heavy responsibility.
It came with heavy power.
This way, please.
It's built out of an old riverboat. Oh, the professor invented the interocitor.
First, I'll show you how the machine works, and then I'll explain its construction.
And he accidentally sends a car full of Knots guests back in time to the kingdom of the dinosaurs.
In a few minutes, we'll have generated sufficient power to destroy this miniature structure.
Incredible, an automatic slide rule.
Now, if you'll step this way, you will see the result of the demonstration.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. So the vibrator is the closest we're getting to vibranium in this, isn't it? The Silent Fedora Club is here for their silent meeting. All right, remember, we all gotta yell surprise at the same time.
deadly weapon in the hands of the Scarab.
That's true.
If you want to be a
The
downer.
plans were stolen from Professor Lyman. They contained instructions for stepping up the machine's power to 100 million volts.
Kinda stupid on Lyman's part, really.
Shatter a 20-story building like an eggshell.
Gregory is right, gentlemen.
We're here from the Gregory Affirmation Committee.
We have directions here, and we'll give you a demonstration of what this machine can do to this building. Now, the first one who starts anything gets it.
You see, we're from Publishers Clearinghouse, and you will open this letter.
Set the control panel.
You can't get away with this.
More guns have been grabbed than fired in this episode.
All of you.
Let's see, congratulations on your purchase of a dynamic vibrator.
Before we wreck this building, I want all of Professor Dodge's papers. Open that vault. I said open that vault.
Smacking, the best way to threaten someone with a gun. But there's nothing in the vault except Song of the South and the Darkwing Duck episode with Satan. Quick, to the Captain America sensible sedan.
Get him.
Guess I can put the gun away if he's doing what I want.
Get in the vault, all of you.
This is murder.
That's right. Wholesale murder.
I got a membership to Murder Costco. Why was it easier for me to tell apart the animated Superman henchmen than these real-life human henchmen?
All set. Start it up. I'll get the car ready for our getaway.
This is what Taylor Swift wrote Getaway Car about.
Right.
If that machine builds up to its full power, this building will collapse in a cloud of dust.
Again, real stupid of Lyman to design it like that. Oh, you switch it to on, okay. Gotta tweak the machine's nipples. Escape from Vault Gregory. He didn't signal his turn. Captain America's the bad guy. Mondays, right? The Scarab said something about a key party. I assume that involves throwing keys out the window.
Hold it. Captain America.
Damn it, Barry, we rehearsed this. Synchronized.
What's happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Get over there.
No, defeated by a short piece of furniture. You should have been warned by Rob Petrie. Isn't this the same office from the Superman cartoon Showdown? Watch out for the trapdoor in the mobster's putt-putt class. Stella! So which of these stuntmen is Don Lockwood? Oh man, what did I drink last night? Oh, I hope that's not a hostage. Hi, Kiba! Now you will look out the window and tell me if it's raining. And you will test the comfort level of this patent leather couch. Oh boy, more gun grabbing. I'm sorry, I don't think this guy has America's ass. Hat rack smash! Now kiss me! 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Yeah, that helps, Cap.
Do any of you know the combination?
Yes. Set point at 0. Left to 17.
You wanna speed up telling me the combination? No? Well, it's your life.
The vibrator. If it isn't shut off, the building will collapse. Get out. I'll try to stop it.
Shouldn't I, the scientist who understands the machine, be the one to stop it? No? Okay. Damn it, Gozer. No, there goes the church and there goes the steeple. It's one of those Scooby-Doo hallway full of doors chases. No, a completely different building. Oh, when the Nazi gangsters in Metropolis shoot the locks, they're villains, but... Yet another building! This destruction must end! The penitent man will pass. Gotta build out a sturdier gingerbread. Why does the title of the second episode of every public domain iteration of a famous superhero start with mechanical? Captain America, famous motorcyclist, even though so far we've only seen him drive a car. I can't hear a thing through this hood. He's credited separately because Grant is such a distinct personality from Cap. Lorna Gray, Jean's sister who didn't make it into the X-Men. Lionel at will, Commander. Mayor Randolph, who will of course warn Junior Asparagus about the magic bean. Weird that Gruber is the one who wasn't in the scene involving a vault in a skyscraper. Frank Reacher, the Asylum version of Jack Reacher. There are 15 episodes of this. I will make a pun on every name in the credits before we're through. So, in case you missed the last episode, Captain America actively killed at least 3 people and showed up too late to prevent the deaths of 2 others. Why did a guy named English co-direct Captain America? Chapter 2, Mechanical Executioner, the story of a self-driving Tesla. Captain America, seen here in his awkward yearbook photo, surprises the Scarab's agents after they did all the bad stuff he should have prevented. Sean Penn and Seth MacFarlane. It sounds like a really boring fight is happening. Let us see it. I'm gonna hump this chair over. The fight scene's so nice, we gotta watch it twice. Man, Danny Elfman has been phoning these scores in for over half a century. Such a fine line between fighting and hugging. This Cap's no Reb Brown, but he's still got a railing kill in. I got a feeling of deja vu! Boy, if Civil War happened in this universe, Cap would be lucky to get NFL Super Pro on his team. Let me in, deja vu.
Do any of you know the combination? Yes. Set point at 0.
Okay, so this guy can say numbers out loud.
17.
Wait, it's playing radio stations. Did you get this vault from Peg Leg Pedro?
The vibrator. If it doesn't shut off, the building will collapse. Get out, I'll try to stop it.
No, somebody's taking apart my Lego building! And the steeple falls through Timothy Dalton's chin. The stakes would be clearer if I knew what floor they were on. Why bother shooting the door? It's gonna collapse in seconds anyway. What, was this building built by Boeing? Damn you, Frank Lloyd Wright! Little trick you learned from Woody Boyd. Yeah, really put in the effort to stop it, Cap. So the resolution to the cliffhanger is, he escaped by escaping.
One of our finest buildings destroyed.
That was one of your finest?
Would have been lost if Captain America hadn't appeared.
I'm not trying to discount Captain America's help, Mr. Mayor. I was merely pointing out that the danger is all over now. The stolen plans of the vibrator were destroyed, along with the only 2 criminals who knew how to operate it. The Scarab is completely disarmed.
Yeah, Scarabs aren't known for arms.
You know that Matson got away with most of Professor Dodge's papers and plans?
What were the plans?
The most important one was for Dodge's portable electronic firebolt, a machine that generates an electrical charge powerful enough to cut through steel and concrete like a bolt of lightning.
Okay, so electrocution is our next kink.
But they don't have the weapon, merely the plans, and in code that'll baffle even the mysterious Scarab.
I just know that it will, somehow. Arts and sciences, both in a race to see who can be defunded the fastest.
We're getting nowhere.
Slylock Fox has outwitted me for the last time.
To decode. We've got to decode. With the electronic firebolt, all the wealth and art treasures of the world will be mine.
Or at least all the ones within driving distance.
Since we can't break the code, I shall have to persuade Professor Dodge to do it for us. But Dodge is under police protection.
Yeah, but have you seen the police around here? He'd be safer with Barney Fife.
They won't stop me. I'll get that information from the DA's most trusted assistant.
Jeeves?
Miss Gail Richards.
Oh. Yeah, Gail, just go box that other car in, why don't you? All the other DA assistants get to work from home, but no. The power of the Schwartz. Well, that's why you couldn't decode the plans. Your decoder ring is a hypodermic needle. Careful, your hat will get stuck on the hair on the lens.
How are you, Miss Richards? I was introduced by the district attorney. Remember?
Of course, you're Dr. Maldor.
Oh, God, have you been eating Cheetos?
Your ring. It's sharp. It scratched me.
For a purpose, Miss Richards.
Oh, well, as long as it was for a purpose.
You are under a powerful hypnotic influence that forces you to obey me.
From a finger prick? But super soldier serum is too far-fetched for this cereal.
In the district attorney's apartment, suite 304, Winston Arms.
So he's secretly hidden at the DA's super secret home, which nobody could find without the white pages.
There's a policeman in the apartment with him.
Now listen carefully.
Look at her face. She's doing a great impression of the audience.
And telephone the man who is guarding Professor Dodge. And tell him that 2 detectives from the district attorney's office are coming over to question him.
And he will tell them what makes a ball bounce.
As the effect of the serum will be working off in a few minutes. When it does, you will remember nothing that has happened.
Oh, buddy, this scene doesn't need a serum to make it forgettable.
I understand.
Good. Then go quickly.
I guess that's quickly compared to a snail on lithium. Let's see, I came into this room to do something. Oh, he lets her touch the phone.
I'll answer it, Professor Dodge.
Okay, I want a chart of who can and can't touch the phone.
Hello, Clancy speaking.
I'm just here in case of any clear and present danger.
Leo. 2 of the DA's men are coming over to question Professor Dodge.
All right, Miss Richards. I'll let them in.
Thanks, Clancy.
Some ants toot, clanky. God, having to talk on the phone always takes so much out of me.
Yeah?
Oh, God, now this douche nozzle.
Say, what's the matter?
I don't know. I feel dizzy.
What you need is fresh air. Suppose you drive over with me to see Professor Dodge.
Shouldn't I sit down and rest if I'm dizzy? Nonsense. Listen to me. I'm a man and I know what's best for your woman problems.
I won't be long.
I changed my mind about you getting to see Dodge. I get that they're hiding a witness, but shouldn't Grant have a key to his own apartment?
Hello, Clancy. How's everything?
You're covered, Mr. District Attorney.
That's right. We gave your original songs to Alien Ant Farm. He's 7-year itching. Damn, I knew I should have bought a hat rack.
This is curtains for you.
This is a dark Muppet Show cold open.
For murder. This won't be murder. You're going to commit suicide with your own gun.
Yeah, we could have inferred that part.
You just couldn't stand the disgrace of your constant failures.
Oh, just shoot him and skip the fanfic.
The kidnapping of Professor Dodge was the last straw.
Classic suicide from 6 feet away. Ballistic reports see that all the time. I shot the district attorney wouldn't make for nearly as catchy a song. Hi, Abe, sweetheart, how are you?
Oak Ridge 631.
Man, who chose this carpet? I should have shot his decorator.
Oh, Joe? This is Tate. Now listen, when Matson gets there with Dodge, tell him everything's okay. I just took care of the DA.
You think you did.
So his most consistent skill is pretending to be shot.
First cartridge in my gun is always a blank, to be fired as a warning shot.
Well, that's convenient. Blank ex machina. Now I can't remember if my gun has a blank in it. Ooh, I loved this level in Rebel Assault 2. He shot the soundtrack! So that first shot being a blank is definitely going to come up again, right? It's important to establish it now so it can pay off in the future, yeah? Another man dead at the hands of our hero. Cap's kill count has far exceeded the Scarabs.
This is the district attorney.
Never mind which district.
Supervisor, and find out the address of Oak Ridge, 631. Call me back here.
Good work, the Shadow. Or Captain, whoever you are. Hey, any of you lot put a man in the cupboard? Okay, so Clancy may or may not be dead. No idea what this adds to Cap's stats. 1019 AM rocks the mic.
Watson Feed Barn.
Elementary, my dear Watson Feed Barn. If they started showing this run a second later, I'd be completely lost.
Matson has taken Professor Dodge. I'm going after him. Clancy's up my apartment out cold. You phone the commissioner, tell him what happened, and then take care of Clancy.
Right.
It's honestly really flattering that they trust us to remember any side character's name. Meanwhile, at Bravo Farms... there is a clown to the left of him and a joker to the right.
Better change your mind and tell us the code key to these plans.
No.
Man, the Pigpen meet and greet during Peanut Celebration is rough.
Start the tractor.
Okay.
Captain America and a tractor? This is like California Adventure, the Eras Tour. Banished from the island of Sodor, Terrence is out for blood. I know I'm supposed to be struggling, but I'm just happy to be lying down. Do they really need the intimidation tactic of running over a balsa wood birdhouse? Oh, look, it also squishes round things. Scared yet? He tried to kill me with the tractor, just doesn't have the same ring. Next, they throw down a treasure chest, a ratty old sofa, and the Venus de Milo. Okay, the steamroller and Austin Powers ran over Michael McDonald faster. But first, I gotta put that tractor back. It's important to clean up after ourselves. All right, buddy, now show us where Waldo is.
I'll have to show you in writing.
All right. But no tricks.
I'm a Fruit Loops man. I'm in a hurry. Better speed up this rear projection. This serial has more people writing down codes for each other than it does Captain America.
Go ahead.
Well, specifications are in letters instead of numbers. Code is based on the 10-letter word Davenports.
The level 9000 Yadru Druid? Time for the Rural Magic Mike experience. I guess he was waiting until he showed up to determine if this was more of a DA or a Cap job.
All there is to it.
This better be right. Tie him up again.
Tie him, untie him, tie him. Why don't you lift a hand around here sometime? Wait, I didn't see him climb that rope, so how did he get up there? Take me back to that scene of him running out of the building. Grant of the farmhouse. This gritty reboot of Green Acres is weird. You know what I love about this serial's fight scenes? They're so distinct. This new Cirque du Soleil is underwhelming. Oh no, if you hurt that stool, Norm Peterson will never forgive you. Should have called this Watson Crate Barn. Maybe this fight would look more interesting with some biffs and pows on the screen. You want close-ups of guns? This episode's for you. Pillow fight! Chair scoot, my generation's get-up noise. Ooh, using the ladder, this could be interesting. Or not. Wait, I can return this to Neptune for the key to the first door to get to Valanice. Here comes the pitch! Perfect aim, no notes. Now you're just helping him jump on top of you. Hey, even tied up, your aim's gonna be better than Maxon's. Okay, what is the geography of this barn? After all that, he was done in by a baguette? Ah, damn, every bullet in that gun is just a blank to use as a warning shot. So the stupid tractor is the titular mechanical executioner? And people said the Mandarin twist was underwhelming. It's Ken coming to kill me! Yep, it can still run over those things. Still true. Uh-huh. What's coming for me? Nah, that's not worth waking up for. Dodge is scared, but he's silently scared. Well, it's impossible for a person to wake up at the last second and move, so I have no idea how Cap will get out of this one. For a black and white serial, they sure like name-dropping colors in their titles.
Welcome back, true believers. Last time, the courageous Captain America was lying down while a tractor slowly rolled towards him. Excelsior!
I really appreciate how this portrayal of Cap looks like the exact opposite of Rob Liefeld's. She's named Gail because in the script they just called her Girl. Dr. Maldor, they may as well have called him Professor Bad Sinister. Be careful crossing the Trowbridge, it'll likely get destroyed by a Superman villain. Mattson looks so uncomfortable to be standing next to Gruber, and can you blame him? Ironically, Tom Chatterton isn't that talkative. He only chats a little. Lady Chatterton's lover. Hey, we got a Fraser and a Crane. Captain America hears the blues a callin'. Ah, those summers on the English Clifton side. Chapter 3, The Scarlet Shroud, the story of Miss O'Hara's rags. Captain America leering at the audience while the text reminds us what a failure he is. America! The title card already told us he failed to stop Mattson. You could have skipped past the part where Mattson gets away. This is the worst Marvel vs. Capcom level ever. Oh, well, serves you right for storing an antique desk in a feed barn. At this rate, Dodge will have shuffled all the way home before Cap gets a third punch in. I know this is supposed to be a superhero adventure, but I feel like I'm watching the Feed Barn's workplace safety video. And this is how you don't act around the equipment. In Cap's defense, he failed to stop Mattson, but he didn't kill his own guy with a pitchfork. Whee! When Cat's cradle goes horribly wrong. Captain America, easily knocked out by the henchman, so incompetent he killed his own partner. Thunk. You know, Cap fully failed to stop Mattson. Professor Dodge got a lot closer to stopping him than Cap did. Maybe the serial should be about him. Hang on, I'm parked in a red zone. Let me move and then we can continue. This climax may seem boring to us Hollywood elites, but this is what they do for excitement in Minnesota. We now go live to Treadcam. This is where we find out Cap is a toon. No crap, we just ran over the DP's foot. Oh, that barrel's just getting slightly nudged. Cap will be fine. Ah, fine. I'm up. Jeez, you're the worst snooze alarm ever. So the resolution to the cliffhanger is he just wakes up in time and gradually rolls out of the way, and they just didn't show us that last time. Well, the tractor bombed his audition for Killdozer. Ah, damn it. Do you know how to coil one of these things?
What happened before I arrived, Professor Dodge?
We just saw a recap, and now you want another one?
Heeded the plans for my electronic firebolt. With that machine, they can break into any safe or vault in the country.
Well, that's probably just what they plan to do.
Probably just. I know their exact plans, most likely. But wait, what happened to the historical holograms? Maybe the gem's burnt up in this fire. Yep, this is definitely a magnifying glass. The end?
Using some
Oh.
mysterious device which burns through steel and concrete, thieves last night broke into the Hammond Art Galleries.
Now how is Hammond going to fund his dinosaur park?
Old masters, irreplaceable originals were removed.
Now the end? Oh, come on.
Breakers are still at work.
Yeah, of course they're still at work. It's only been 5 seconds.
Jacob Mortimer, the famed collector. Rare manuscripts and first editions of inestimable value have disappeared.
Also, there was a fire at the newspaper offices, but nobody seems to care.
Public demand for action is mounting.
Why does the public care if some rich weirdos get robbed?
To cope with the strange menace.
Strange menace, not to be confused with phantom magic.
Getting enough criticism from the mayor without listening to any more of that.
Pretty bad.
You're the expert on bad.
That electronic firebolt is a powerful weapon in the hands of criminals, but I think we can stop them now.
You mean if that machine of Professor Dodge's really locates the firebolt?
You can depend on Professor Dodge.
He's way cooler than me.
Will be finished today. And the next time they use that firebolt, we'll have a chance to trap the Scarab's gang.
At this rate, you'll soon have every art treasure and antique in the city.
Don't be too confident. The district attorney is no fool, and Professor Dodge is a very competent scientist.
Well, half of those things are true.
No. But I must learn what their plans are.
I'm getting serious, Filmo.
Once to find out what's happening at the district attorney's apartment in the Winston Arms.
In the arms of a Winston. Are we done yet? This is the last time I choose you as a science fair partner.
Finished?
All except the installation of the fire control tubes, which must be fitted by the skilled technicians of the Munson Laboratories.
The Bunsen Laboratory? Just keep it away from Beaker.
I wanted to take the control unit to the laboratories himself. I'll tell him it's ready.
Lyman would have loved to touch this phone.
The district attorney.
Is he eavesdropping using a hairdryer?
District attorney.
This is Professor Dodge, Mr.
We
Gardner.
met on scientists only?
Control unit for the firebolt locator is ready for the lab work.
Excellent. I'll be there in an hour to pick it up.
Now let's watch that hour in real time. This is the circuit board inside a Bell telephone.
Interesting, Professor. Are you sure it'll work?
Positive, Mr. Gardner.
It's simple science ex machina.
Tubes installed, we can locate the electronic firebolt wherever it is used.
Sokovia, Wakanda, anywhere.
The laboratories, get the tubes installed, and be back here before dark.
I'll get the whole series of tubes.
Clancy, you better stand guard out in the hall.
Yes.
I guess Clancy survived. If I just climbed out the window, I could run away from all this.
Someone's tampering with Grant's car.
Couldn't you tell from that clear establishing shot?
I've got to warn him.
Good, his car has a radio you could call. Damn it, I hate it when my wife drove the car last. She messed up all my presets.
H.I.
Why are you calling Nicolas Cage's character in Raising Arizona?
Come in, M.A.
The job's finished. The stuff will make his motor heat up.
Just science
and as
stuff.
soon as it hits the boiling point, the car will explode like a bomb.
Ah, the classic reverse speed gambit. Boy, it sure is a lovely day for a drive. I think I might go 20 over the speed limit.
He's pulling away now.
Well, if Grant dies here, I guess this particular car will have one ghost. Oh, he's snorting like a bull. He's ready to charge. Ah, now Gale has killed someone. Ironically, I think the only people without a body count are the cops. Well, I got blood on my hands. I gotta get out of town quick. Stealing her victim's car, Gale is speedrunning this Grand Theft Auto game. So she didn't even bother to try calling him, she's just chasing him down? Uh-oh, the thingy is going kerfuffle! Meanwhile, Sweetums is chasing after this car. Gotta turn the wheel wildly, really pretend to drive here! These gauges aren't making me miss Fleischer Superman any less. Judd Hirsch in Taxi. Let's see if you bastards can do 90. The opening of Manos had more exciting driving than this.
Calling Highway Patrol.
Oh yeah, that radio Gale could have contacted him on to warn him.
On Route 50. License 8K5047.
That's right, the car that's wildly overheating.
Stop and detain occupant of station wagon trailing.
Captain America, calling the cops on anyone he doesn't recognize.
Number 8K5047. Traveling north. Trailed by station wagon.
Oh, he's calling on the speaker box from Superhero Island. This is a Captain America story. So, a deadly car. This episode had just as much right to be called the Mechanical Executioner. I want a Cap on a motorcycle, not a cop on a motorcycle. It's a mid world. It's the boredom meter. It's off the charts. Okay, so Gail's crimes include murder, stealing a car, and speeding.
I'm from the DA's office. Here are my credentials. I'm trying to overtake the DA.
He owes me back pay.
I'll phone headquarters to flash him a radio warning.
Ah, sub-conflict immediately resolved because cops are great at de-escalation. Turns out this Gage is on a completely different car. For an intense high-stakes montage, use slow cross dissolves. It is the English Clifton side. Now the Gage just shouts, "Grant, pay attention, you moron."
Patrol, calling District Attorney Gardner, urgent.
Can't you tell from my urgent tone of voice?
Gardner speaking. What's wrong?
I'm ready for my close-up.
Examine your car for trouble. It's been tampered with.
Thanks, I'll check it.
I forgot how to use the brakes! The Munster's fast motion really adds to the urgency. Man, the Scarab loves sending cars off this particular cliff. He did get out of the cockadoodie car.
Grant, thank heaven you're safe.
So is the control unit for Professor Dodge's locating device. The Scarab won't know that. I'll prepare a headline that'll convince him it's still safe to use the firebolt.
So Captain America's superpower is lying about being less lucky than he actually is.
Mystery car explosion injures DA.
Let me cheat this paper to camera.
Locating device unit destroyed.
Still, I hate that this paper cut Marmaduke.
So, we were successful.
Maybe we burned half the DA's face and broke his will to do good.
That attack on the National Platinum Company's refinery vault without interference of the district attorney.
What about Captain America? Oh, who cares about that, loser?
Stolen firebolt again. When they do, its electronic radiations will illuminate this bulb. And I'll run the pointer along the contact points. When I make a contact on the area where the firebolt is working, that light will start flashing.
Really trusting the bad guys to stay within city limits.
Electronic firebolt is being used somewhere.
Oh, that could have been triggered by any old citizen's electronic radiation device. They're breaking into the Satellite of Love Theater! This is how the 2014 Sony hacks happened. It's a high-tech version of a wooden peg game from Cracker Barrel. That's a hell of a film projector. They're really serious about using classroom films. Operation was a lot harder before they made the board shaped like a person. Meanwhile, still this. Let's see, if I find the right spot, I can sink their battleship.
Somewhere in this area.
Corner of Hudson and Belvedere. Thanks, Professor. That's all I need to know.
Well, another day's work done. I'm off to get some froyo.
Mr. Gardner's a brave man. I'd feel much happier if Captain America were with him.
Look, I get the irony here, but seriously, what does this guy think Cap will bring to the table that Grant won't? Ugh, wish Professor Dodge had invented a fast box mover. Well, sure, anyone can break in when there's already a hole in the wall. So is every episode gonna climax with crouching on a balcony? No, if they steal all the platinum, what card will I ruin my credit score with? You know, there are other ways to start fight scene music than wah 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 wah. That's a lot of bags of flour. Are they robbing the Boudin Bakery? Come on, Cap, don't stop them. They're rescuing Coyote versus Acme from the Warner Vault. If the Scarab ever sent more than 2 guys at a time, Cap would have been dead long ago. Oh man, somebody spent hours organizing that sack table. Maybe this is Acme. Pretty sure Toontown's through that wall and those barrels are full of dip. Hey buddy, you got time to lie, you got time to clean. Never mind, you're not important. Hey, boys, no roughhousing on the stairs. Is this what the Avengers Campus Stunt Show looks like when all the Black Widows call out? I mean, it is the Scarlet Shroud, not the ScarJo Shroud. This is the one place in the entire 40s that smoking wasn't allowed. Oh, right, I have a gun. How does it work again? More railing falls. This is way more Space Mutiny than the red brown cap. They're gone. Now I can redecorate. More like Creighton Brawl, am I right? All right, now how does this bat signal work? An unrelated below-camera flame effect. Getting hot in here, in more ways than one. So is this fire the titular Scarlet Shroud? This episode's title is disappointing and confusing. I haven't seen this much fire since the Metropolis Circus. He's the one team member operating the backdraft attraction. Still less foggy than some Scary Farm mazes. Okay, it's hard enough to make out what's going on in the cereal without the smoke. I don't know, we're out of choreography. Just flail against the wall. So what, next week we're getting a preview of the murder we'll see the following week? In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally unimportant groups. The police who are absolutely useless and the district attorney who runs around in his pajamas. These are their stories. The letters in Dick Purcell should have rearranged for the DA like NavKid keyed. We photographed this woman before and after telling her she was Gail Richards. You'd think they'd figure out Maldor is the Scarab based on how high he's billed in the credits. Mayor Randolph doing his best George Burns impression. Just gonna say it, Gruber hasn't done nearly enough henchmanning to warrant sharing a bill with Mattson. Hugh Southern, the sworn enemy of small northern. Edward Keene, which family circus kid is that? RCA, which does not stand for Real Captain America. Directed by John Elmer and English Clifton. Chapter 4, Preview of Murder, which always gives away the best scenes of murder. Oh, this time the description tries to pretend Cap did something right.
Electronic Firebolt is not a good electronic commando name.
Captain America, completely missing the henchman, but still taking him down. If Mattson sees his shadow, it's 6 more weeks of cereals.
Out of the way, I want to jump into a pillow fort.
It's probably too late to suggest this, but shouldn't the Platinum Refinery Vault have, like, guards or security cameras or something? And now to work on their somersault act. Perfect, they'll be ready for the middle school talent show in no time. The bags of flour are not still standing. Oh, come on, you just wrecked Oscar the Grouch's vacation home. They refuse to leave even a single barrel upright. Hey, you okay, buddy? Well, then my work's not done. They look like 2 kids racing to the TV room to choose the Nintendo game. It's the hole cut through the interrogation room wall in Rise of the Resistance. I refuse to believe these filmmakers were clever enough to put the no smoking sign as an ironic setup for the fire. Guns don't kill people. Wrestling over guns kills people. If only there was a type of fighting that involved the word box. Goldfinger is much slower than I remember. Much like Reed Richards, the bad guy's powers are just science. Oh great, now when they reopen Phantasmic, it won't have this box. Okay, last time we had the barn, and this time we have the burner. Picking up a guy who's down just to punch him again. Captain America! Okay, our oldest kid is this tall, and our youngest is this tall. Wait, a cliffhanger resolution that actually required effort on Cap's part? That's it, this serial has jumped the shark. And the day is saved thanks to Guns, directed by Charlton Heston. Aw, they didn't get to drink from the fire hose. Able to climb tall staircases in several steps. So Cap's just gonna let the other henchmen burn to death, huh? Huh, fortunately his bullets can't reach my other car. Now I'm glad we didn't carpool. And here we get a rare sight of the star-chested DA activating his full camouflage, ensuring he won't be able to be detected by even the most interested viewer. Later at the Little Drummond Boy Museum, parumpa-pum-pum.
We were just about to get away with the platinum when Captain America showed up.
And his clumsiness was just too sad to watch, so we left.
Yes, and the robot control truck too.
Losing the firebolt is not serious.
And why did we spend 2 full episodes worrying about the firebolt?
It would have been dangerous to use it again. But we must recover that truck at any cost. It would take months to duplicate its robot control and television unit.
Oh, for God's sake, can't you go 5 minutes without pulling a new piece of technology out of your ass?
Turn on the television controls.
I'm afraid we've lost control of the horizontal and the vertical. Oh, great, now they're gonna riff the film for me.
Those policemen would follow if we took it now. We must wait until they are removed.
Surgically, grab the giant Operation Tweezers.
Stay here and keep your eye on it day and night.
We have hundreds of henchmen, why do I need to stay here day and night?
Colored Museum, Dr. Maldo speaking. This is Grant Gardner, Doctor.
Do you have any extra pocket handkerchiefs for me?
Has just come up. I just received a phone call from the attorney of the late Professor Lyman.
You're still on Lyman? That was 3 whole episodes ago.
Since you and Professor Dodge are beneficiaries, he wants you both to be there.
His final wish was that we all touch our phones.
10 o'clock in the morning at the Lyman residence.
Goodbye, I guess? Later at the groundskeeper's house in a public park. Oh, there's the Stan Lee cameo.
My estate to be dispersed as follows. Professor Dodge, my lifelong friend, I bequeath my home and all its contents.
Especially all my bonus vibrators. Have fun.
For his loyalty and untiring efforts in the cause of science, I give all my rights and interests in the Drummond Museum, with the exception of the Mayan crown jewels now in his custody.
Ooh, Lionel is giving a much more subtle reaction than the material deserves.
Sold to finance an expedition into the Mayan jungle to search for the lost city of Zarda.
The lost city of Zardoz? No wonder Cap thinks the gun is good.
Now that you've inherited this estate, Professor, do you propose to live here? I hope so. If you think it's safe, I'll make it safe. I'll keep police guards around here as long as there's any sign of danger from the Scarab.
Yeah, they did such a great job protecting Dodge last time.
Are you making in the Scarab case? Not much. But Captain America's turned a truck over to us that may hold a clue.
It's a Parker Brothers delivery truck, so it may also hold a monopoly.
Give me a report on it by the time I get there. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I need to go add 8 more handkerchiefs to my pocket.
Well, I must be getting back to the museum. I'll deliver the Mayan jewels to you tomorrow. Well, I'd expect you.
Expect you to disappoint me, as usual. Help, I'm being crushed by a scene transition. I wasn't filling in your crossword puzzle.
What happened? Oh, they treated me as they always have.
Fall too clothed for my taste.
His interest in the museum, which I already control.
Oh, you're never satisfied.
In of any real value, the Mayan jewels must be handed over to Professor Dodge tomorrow.
Of course, you intend to give them to him?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Certainly. That is, if Professor Dodge is still alive.
He's doing science and he's still alive.
He's at the Lyman house with a strong police guard.
It would be easy if you only had a robot-controlled truck.
Or a robot that turns into a truck and sounds like Peter Cullen.
Come in quick. They're checking the truck.
It didn't fit in the carry-on compartment.
What do you make of it?
Well, I can make a tiny home out of its trailer.
Well, there are some details that I can't figure out, but it's robot controlled.
Robot-controlled truck. Was it named by Dr. Zoidberg?
Something like the automatic pilots used in planes.
This is my favorite scene from Spaceballs.
How is it steered through traffic? I can't tell exactly.
Where is this truck's external camera?
Perhaps in the car following.
You can find a television unit concealed in the roof.
If the TV unit's in the roof, why are the cameras on the outside?
If it's robot-controlled, why haven't they driven it away from here?
2 motorcycle officers would have followed it. I'll fix that. Then they can take it whenever they want. And when they do, I'll be inside.
So his plan is to wait however long it takes for the Scarab to retrieve the truck.
now.
Did he factor in bathroom breaks into this plan? So, Bill, now that we got the afternoon off...
For the last time, Hank, I'm not going bowling with you.
Gonna stand by the office just in case I need you.
Oh, yeah, I'll be sure to be on full alert. I won't fall asleep watching Bridgerton.
Be ready to take control of the truck.
This film was Elon Musk's biggest inspiration.
Good. Take it away.
Okay, I can buy the remote control, but multiple exterior camera angles? Did they design this for James Burrows? Radar Secret Service is on the case again.
Take you to the 10th Street garage.
This is the worst Grand Theft Auto game ever. Wait, a sign with a different font? Now I'm completely lost.
H1 calling B10. H1 calling B10.
Are you H1 or HI? Make up your mind.
B10, come in.
The robot truck is on the waiting.
That's right, I say robot. All those robot people get on my
Get
nerves.
set for the district attorney, too. He's in the middle compartment. The Scarab wants him alive. Alive, get it?
I don't know. Get it makes it sound like you're being sarcastic. Should we kill him? If the self-driving car doesn't sound like Mr. Feeney, then who cares? Why does the truck have the Toronto Raptors logo on it?
Come out, Mr. DA.
Well, that's Mr. DA to you.
Say, a reception committee, huh? We're just the doorman. The committee will take care of you later.
But first we'll drop your bags off with the bellboy and then have your questions answered at the concierge. We have a very rigid infrastructure. Everybody has to follow their specific roles.
B10, calling H1.
You sank my battleship.
Go ahead, B10.
Everything's okay.
That's my favorite Al Green song.
Yes, I know. We're watching you.
You don't have to call me every 5 seconds, Fred.
We're going to crash it into Lyman's house and finish off Professor Dodge.
What'll I do with the DA?
Keep him there.
Frank Gorshin? Wait, no, that would make this a fun superhero series.
We'll put enough explosives in to blow Dodge and the house clear off the map.
Wait, why is Dodge on the map in the first place? They start carrying 5 boxes of explosives under each arm like a youth group kid putting away chairs. They just left him where he could cut the rope. Fortunately for our hero, the bad guys were slightly more incompetent than him this time.
Now it's a traveling bomb.
Traveling bomb. Traveling bomb.
Start it up.
Stave it off.
Professor Dodge is going to have an unexpected visit.
Thorin Oakenshield. So now the exterior camera from the roof of the truck is locked down in the garage and panning. Wow, and he didn't even need to use the boot on the unrelated cat first. Close the garage before that supercharged tram gets here. Our hero, a low-rent Kevin McAllister. Okay, he knocked one henchman's aim into the other. Does this add to Cap's kill count or no? I miss when the serial was about vibrators. Low-hanging fruit sex jokes were way more fun than the same fight scene over and over in slightly different locations. We loved these barrels so much at the Platinum Refinery Vault, didn't we? I hope we see more barrels all the time now. The wrench didn't work. Maybe try the lead pipe or the candlestick? Population tar! Tractors and tires. What'll be our next DCA icon? Every room in this town is filled with balsa wood chairs. Let's borrow some tools from Story Without End. Come on, I'm just trying to brand you like the cattle in How to Use Classroom Films. We keep seeing weapons almost used and then decommissioned by punches. It's a real John Henry story. And another guy who basically shoots himself while wrestling with Cap. They didn't have 15 episodes worth of ideas, did they? Finally, a motorcycle! The opening credits prophecy has come true. I know they're gonna kill Dodge, but I got time to change. Everyone gather around the interocitor. In the extended edition, there's even more of these three watching a screen. Cap, you're not supposed to drive on the line. How much desert is between any two buildings in this city anyway? Good thing he put on his peripheral vision limiting hood before hitting the road. Heat vision in Jack's even sillier than I remember. I'll get back to following that truck in a moment, but first I'm pretty sure there's a Dutch Brothers off this exit. Hey, stay in your lane. Did the filmmakers come up with the robot-controlled gimmick to justify the terrible driving? Crap, I knew I should have gone before I left. I'm king of the hill. A man's gotta do.
Give me that wheel.
Fine, take the wheel. I'll just buy a vowel. It's not robot-controlled. Claude Rains is behind the wheel. He's got to get the Ark of the Covenant out of this truck. Maldor is a serious Cruisin' USA player. A DA on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? The cheat runs by with fake trees. Hey, climbing in an explosives truck, just like Superman in Destruction Inc., but way more boring. Where the hell's the hazards button? I've moved past how. Why is the camera angle behind the truck? Wouldn't the truck's POV be easier on the remote driver? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, now the truck's self-filming is worse than its driving. Whose woods are these? I think I know. I'm sorry, Cap. I'm afraid I can't do that. I did that to my car radio the year every station wouldn't stop playing Bad Day. Gasp! A cliffhanger! Well, I'm sure he didn't just jump out before this shot, so he must really be dead now. We are the blades of wrath. We never take a bath. Ah, this time the credits double as the previously on recap. Dick Purcell, the least reliable battery brand. I've been trying to get a gardening grant for months, but it's all tied up in bureaucracy. The name Lorna Gray sounds like a fake actor who's a parody of Myrna Loy, but Gail is no Nora Charles. Ask your Dr. Maldor if monocles are right for you. You know what? I take back what I said about Gruber. Why is Mayor Randolph still in the credits? Like, at least Gruber shows up each time. Where's the mayor? What goes on in this city? The musical about John Hamilton wasn't nearly as big a hit. Jay Novello, he played Grandfather Sarducci. Now that I've seen the motorcycle footage in context, it's exactly as boring as I thought it would be. John English, Elmer Clifton, his name is my name too. Chapter 5, Blade of Wrath, which is still in development hell like all Marvel Blade movies. So, you're watching an 80-year-old serial. Again. Is it just me, or do the shape of Cap's eye holes look like a really bad racist caricature? When I was younger, just a bad little kid. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Watch out for snakes. The bookmobile stops for no one. Look, up in the sky! He's not even flying, Debbie. He's just standing on a cliff. He's teen wolfing.
Captain America, give me that wheel.
Oh, nobody's that excited to watch this version of Cap. I'm pulling over and asking for directions. Truck top yoga is challenging, but it is so worth it for what it does to your core. Just gotta hold first place and hope no one else gets a blue shell. Look at him crouching like he's Spider-Man. He's not even really Captain America. I feel like climbing into the driver's side would have been easier, but hey, I'm not the district attorney. So, just to recap, they had to recover this truck at any cost because it would take too long to duplicate the technology, but the second they get it back, they're okay blowing it up in a kamikaze attempt to kill one dude. And he electrocutes himself trying to break the autopilot. He fixed the steering, but the brakes still don't work. Okay, we're back to cliffhangers that just cut out Cap escaping by escaping. A self-driving and exploding truck. I'm telling you, Elon got everything from this film. If any of those sciences involve crab experiments, I gotta introduce you to last month's guest.
Drummond Museum.
You gotta speak more clearly if you're gonna pick
Just a
up.
moment, please. This is Dodge.
Why are they in the Tower of Terror lobby?
Hello, Dodge. I've just decided to go to South America with the Fletcher expedition.
The Flynn Fletcher expedition? Aren't they a little young to go to South America?
Stand being under the constant threat of death from the scarab.
Yeah, exploring uncharted jungles is much safer.
You've been through a terrible ordeal.
A terrible orgy? Well, Lionel would know.
Yes. My ship sails at 4 in the afternoon.
I wonder what's for dinner.
The main crown jewels in time for me to turn them over to my dealer.
He won't give me the good stuff unless I pay him in jewels.
Is there anything else? No, thank you. The district attorney is attending to all the arrangements.
Oh, then you're
He's
screwed.
leaving a police guard here until I leave.
Which would definitely help this time.
Fine. I'll see you tomorrow.
Better demonocle before I monologue.
It should be simple to outwit them now.
As opposed to earlier when they showed such intelligence.
This is an assignment for Agent M32.
How many henchmen do you have?
Make a reservation on the Hermosa. And instruct the steamship line to call for his trunk at his rooming house.
And make sure they don't fade out before I put my monocle back in. Uh-oh, here comes the Toon Patrol. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh God, the sun is blinding me!
Come in, Doctor.
No, you invited him in, and he's a vampire, probably, since this episode has Blade in the title. Oh, here comes Tarantino's cameraman. That's not how you open a Jack-in-the-Box.
Here is a list of the jewels. You'll find the collection intact.
They might smell like I've been rubbing them on my naked body, but they're intact.
Precious stones that women love and men die for.
Ugh, I hate it when he gets poetic.
Would you sign this receipt, please?
Next order of business, fire our focus puller. Hey, boss, look at me. I'm a film noir shadow.
Thank you. I hope your trip will make you forget the horrible experiences you had.
And make you forget the obvious signs that I'm the Scarab.
The district attorney would have caught the Scarab. I'll keep trying.
But I am really bad at my job.
Hello?
I don't live here, but I assume the refrigerator's running.
I'll check their credentials at the house. It's the express man for your baggage.
Well, bon voyage.
That's my favorite Peanuts movie. So, Doctor, tell me about these parties you've been having. You're not invited. Suckers, I'm skipping the expedition and going to Bermuda. He's been under constant armed guard for weeks and doesn't lock the window. This is my audition for the Royal Shakespeare Company to play Brutus. They're gonna leave this truck outside the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Oh, please show them parking and opening the doors. Don't trim a second of this. I'm guessing that's a Scarab, but in this lighting, for all I could see, it could be a Pog Slammer. Man, the grown-up reboot of Legends of the Hidden Temple sucks.
All right, man.
The Mario
Back
Brothers.
in the hall.
This was the most efficient way to catch a ride before they invented Uber. Wow, he didn't even need Slinky Dog's help to get into the truck. This trunk is going all the way to Timbuktu. Nothing to see here, nobody inside this other box. Well, another day's work done. Time to go home and see if I can make my suit even boxier. Aren't these guys missing a stooge? We just saw a murder and it still feels like even less is happening than usual. Oh no, Inspector Clouseau slipped on the globe and fell. An unused Chuck E. Cheese token. He would have wanted me to play skee ball with this. Is the truck being fumigated? How did he hear that over the music?
Sergeant, Professor Dodge has been murdered.
And we're back to Cap failing to stop murders. Never change cereal.
Pulled out and headed north. Have your men search every inch of the house and grounds. I'm going after that truck.
Search the ground.
I said the ground. Look down, fella. Good thing Grant got a new car after that crash, I guess. So, basically, the past 4 episodes were entirely about keeping Professor Dodge safe, and now he's unceremoniously killed while Cap is in the other room. I'm glad we did all that meandering to get to this point. Everyone else's luggage misses the boat, but at least Grant already let the bad guy get away.
I want to take a look inside this truck.
But all that's back there is Dr. Hale working on his patent papers.
How'd that trunk get open?
I don't know.
He's on third.
When we put Mr. Dodge's baggage in.
Dodge has been murdered. And the man who did it hid in that trunk and then got out somewhere along this road.
If you say so.
Who shipped it?
I don't know.
There you are. John Taylor.
The basis for Duran Duran?
But he checked out and was just leaving when we made the pickup.
Naturally, he would. You finish your route, then bring that trunk to my office. It'll be checked for fingerprints.
I don't know. Meanwhile, at the Daily Planet, Lois has locked Clark in a supply closet.
Did they have any luck, Chief?
Yes.
Bad luck, but still luck.
Get me the police commissioner immediately. The fingerprints on the trunk identified Taylor as Lefty Harper, a criminal with a long police record. I'm going to start a search for him. Hello?
I gotta sit down for this.
I want a dragnet thrown out for Lefty Harper, alias John Taylor.
He was found dead in his car half an hour ago, shot through the head.
And you're to blame.
At the morgue. The car is downstairs back at police headquarters. We looked it over.
So this off-camera murder of a character we've never met is given equal weight as the murder of the guy we've been trying to protect this whole time.
Good. What's the address?
Helen's gas station.
Helen's gas station? Miss Crump took over for Wally? Is she gonna give Gomer and Goober raises?
Yeah, I serviced that car and delivered it around the corner to the...
This guy's the prototype of the Law & Order crate unloader. Fiber Box Company, when you want your cereal and its box to be equally nutritious.
A week or two and then quit. That's all I can tell you.
Because I can't give any more exposition with my line delivery.
Here's your telephone.
Sure.
We're about to witness an actress firing her agent mid-scene. What the hell is that thing?
Hello?
Ooh, it's a 2 sit-down phone call kind of day.
Where are you? Fiber Box Company.
Taylor was a transit worker here, but he left. They don't know anything more about him.
That's what they say.
That's what she said.
We're dealing with clever criminals.
Well...
Now let's try something like...
Oh, okay, something like...
Let me jot that address down.
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
I'll go right over.
Ah, now he can eavesdrop on the people he already seems to know are criminals, I guess? Norm!
Well, Miss Richards.
Okay, is any business in this city not a front for the Scarab?
What's she doing here?
She was asking about Taylor.
Why are the footsteps mic'd better than the people?
This is the girl who works with Captain America.
And also the DA. Weird, right?
She's going to tell us who Captain America really is.
Why? How would that information help you?
No.
You can change your mind.
Yeah, the Mechanical Monsters guy said it better.
Show her how that paper cutter works.
Well, you put the paper in here and... Oh, you mean as a threat? So, did the eavesdropping matter? Like, did he wait to go until he heard Matson's voice, or was he on his way anyway? Not to 50! This is an intense remake of Making Books. Ah, the Marie Antoinette special. Gauges are back. Feels good to be home. It's such a fine line between tension and tedium, and at this point we're about 15 blocks past that line. So if you don't tell us, we'll use this to improperly slice cheese for your sandwich.
It works just like a guillotine.
A guillotine. It can also cut a quesadilla.
No.
Had to think about it, though.
She'll change her mind when that blade starts down towards her neck. Tie her up.
Gale, I'm pretty sure you can run now. He wouldn't shoot you. He just hit you with the butt of his gun. The driving montages in the serial really make me miss the boring phone call scenes. Hitchcock cameo. Now it's a guillotine. Can I be dead now? The Bride of Frankenstein. Ooh, Nigel Tufnell's going to be excited in a second. I did not expect reference to Christopher Guest roles directed by Rob Reiner in this scene. Wait, why does it have a built-in emergency brake?
She's got more nerve than I figured.
Wait, what's all this about fingering her nerves?
Well, let's put it up to him.
So now she knows you're bluffing when you threaten her. Good strategy. Someone went mini-golfing and didn't invite me?
Who used this phone last? The girl. She left the connection open so they could hear it.
For some reason.
Got to get her away fast.
A real hero to fight?
Captain America.
Ah, well. They're playing our song. I was hoping to save our breakaway chair for later, but... Look, this fight scene is fine now, but it's really gonna sing when we watch it again in the recap. Strange reenactment of Matthew 21:12. The wide shots are making me more confused geographically. Captain Property Damage. Should I look interested? This, as you may recognize, is a map of the United States. She could have escaped by now. The rope's not that tight. So, like, what's the end game for all this? For the bad guys, I mean. I know Dr. Maldor is taking his revenge on everyone else from that expedition, but they're all dead now, right? So now what? He's just trying to get rich? But he's already rich enough to have all these other henchmen on his payroll and set up all these fronts? Just, when will enough be enough? Oh, good. Cap knocked that guy into the switch, so if Gale dies, it gets added to Cap's kill count. Don't have the heart to live in the fast lane. Gale, you can save yourself, right? I'm having fun over here. Oh, finally, box shenanigans in this box company fight. Okay, the paper cutter is slower than Snidely Whiplash's sawmill. Meanwhile, the boys are playing in a box fort. I don't care, just end it all now. Vault of Vengeance, only on the next episode of Amazon's Fallout. And now another exciting adventure of Captain Attorney, the District America. Do we think Dick Purcell was related to Sam and Max creator Steve Purcell? I mean, he is kind of playing the role of freelance police here. Why did Gale do her pose in the shadow of a botanical garden? I'm not a Republic serial villain. Oh, wait, yes I am. Yeah, nice try pretending these guys are still in this. You're listening to The Morning Zoo with Madsen and Gruber, only on SKRB, The Scarab. There are 3 Johns in the cast of this Marvel series. John was the original Chris. That emblem on the left kind of looks like Captain America's shield. And a 4th John co-directing. You could fill 2 They Might Be Giantses with this cast and crew. Chapter 6, Vault of Vengeance, where Coyote vs. Acme is locked up. Oof, starting things off with Gale's obituary. I will say, she's far more photogenic than Cap. Oh god, that was incredibly boring. Hey, I noticed something. I noticed it again. Lois, she's busy sabotaging Clark.
The girl. She left the connection open so they could hear us. We've got to get her away fast.
That's right, it's a liquidation sale. Every Gale must go.
Captain America.
Yeah, why do you look nervous, Madsen? It's just Cap. Soon the DA will need to investigate this city's massive chair shortage. You know, these serials were shown before feature films to make sure people didn't come to the theater too early. Huh, really thought there'd be a secret passage back there. Oh, great. You know how long it took us to stack those boxes of Funko Pops? Look, if you think you're tired of these, my patrons and I watch them all back to back. They're fighting over who gets to use this pool cue. Harold Hill warned us that game would lead to violence. I love a nice romantic dance. More gauge-based suspense. This is how doctors used to deal with woman problems. Going up, sir. My God, it's full of stars. It's so wicked! The Oneders are the champions! Ooh, the origin story of the stretching room hanging man? Oh, the emergency brake wasn't as effective this time, and it still killed her. Oh my God, I can't believe Cap actually did something. You know, Gail's safe now. You should probably focus on stopping Matson from getting away, maybe. Meanwhile, in this same freaking establishing shot again...
Either the district attorney and Captain America are one and the same man, or else they're working very closely together.
It took you a third of the way through to figure that out? They drive the same car and have the same secretary.
Well, we will fire over our Captain America in due time.
Oh, so this revelation bores you as much as it bores us.
The next move, yes, against Henley, the petroleum magnate. He also was a member of the Mayan expedition which discredited me.
Good Lord, this expedition had a bigger crew than Ben-Hur.
He's sure to take the district attorney. And we must learn what the DA intends to do about it. So you're to install a radio dictaphone in the district attorney's apartment.
In his apartment? If he should find me there...
Ah, but he won't.
Have you seen him try to find people?
I've arranged to have him come here.
I'm trying pipe emphasis instead of monocle emphasis for a while. What do you think? Meanwhile, in the neighborhood from Frankenweenie...
Shine, sir?
That's my favorite Newsboy song. So, a shoe shine boy. We don't have Cap's real secret identity, but we do have underdogs.
Here's Mark. The district attorney has just gone in.
So he hired an undercover guy outside to let him know the guy he's already expecting is here. Maldor, you gotta streamline your operations.
In the library.
With the candlestick.
Come in.
Kramer!
Hello, Doctor. How are you, Mr. Gardner? It was good of you to come. I realize you're a busy man these days.
Doing what?
Thank you. I'm very busy, but I knew you must have a good reason for wanting an interview.
Thank you, I have.
I'm extra not inviting you to my
The
orgy.
National Academy of Science has asked me to prepare the material for biographical articles on the members of the Mayan expedition who have been murdered.
Ah, another academy in memoriam.
Notes to make sure I'm not divulging any information to the criminals that might interfere with your plans to arrest them. They're only a few pages.
But they're double-sided and single-spaced.
Perhaps you could look them over now.
Certainly. I'd be glad to, Doctor.
Doesn't the county have any non-scarab crime for the DA to work on? Meanwhile, at the Scientology Celebrity Center... Stupid DA leaving his Heideki under the Frog Thor statuette. Geez, the DA's apartment is bigger than my entire building. The serial is mostly phone calls, and none of them are about Hugo and Kim. Pipe emphasis wasn't working for me. I'm back to monocle emphasis.
Is the DA still there?
No, he just left.
Without saying goodbye?
I'm in his apartment now, and I'll have time to finish. Open your receiver and set it for 20 megacycles, and I'll give you a test.
Very well.
Hey, is someone setting receivers for 20 megacycles in here? I'll show them. I will record everything. Alright, I'll just sandwich this between Gardner's My Little Ponies and his hentai collection.
Calling H1.
M3 calling H1.
Oh, sure, the secret hidden mic has better fidelity than the mics they used to film this.
Hello?
Is it me? Is it me you're looking for? You're looking for?
Okay. Now get out of there quick. The DA may be back any minute.
Right.
Alright, always leave my crime scene tidier than I found it. And don't forget the title card from Superman's Secret Agent. Bertie Wooster's hiding behind that furniture with Macintosh the dog. This is a real lethargic production of Noises Off. Time to throw my hat onto my hat chair. Look, all these phone calls are doing is making me miss Bob Newhart even more.
Hello?
Hello, Chief. Mr. Henley is here.
Kale, are you hypnotized again?
Yes, he's waiting in the outer office. He's received an extortion note signed by the Scarab. He wants to see you at once.
Oh, I see.
Tarzan? Oh, I see.
Get a police escort and bring Mr. Henley here.
Ask him if he'll sing Desperado.
About 10 minutes ago. I've been trying to get you, but your line was busy.
What? What's that?
I said I tried to get you, but your line was busy.
What's that? Right. Your line was busy. What? Busy?
Very good.
Talking about a different serial.
When Henley arrives, we know exactly what they propose to do.
We already know it'll be stupid. I just want to know how stupid.
Now, Mr. Henley, what is this about an extortion note?
Is that the one where they set fire to public buildings? I forget which crime is which.
Henley, if you value your life, you will obey the following instructions implicitly. Draw $100,000 in currency from your bank.
Oh yeah, that's a well-hidden receiver.
Wait there for a telephone message instructing you as to the exact time and place where the money is to be left. Scarab.
He doesn't do my words justice.
How did you receive this?
Poorly.
Pushed under my door.
Do you intend to pay this money?
Of course I intend to pay.
He looks like every Taxi cast member rolled into one.
I'll consent. On one condition.
Introduce me to Glenn Fry.
You are to remain on the police guard, and Miss Richards will deliver the money.
That's satisfactory. Will you try and capture the extortionists when they come for the money?
That won't be necessary.
Turns out extortion's legal here.
A carrying case for just such an occasion as this. It has a secret compartment containing a radioactive cell, which keeps sending out a signal. By means of triangulation...
And the cameraman's bored.
The case wherever it is taken. Perhaps to the headquarters of the Scarab himself.
I'll take care of the mechanical spy.
I'm waiting to hear the Little Orphan Annie coded message.
But remember, we're probably dealing with a homicidal maniac. You call me at my office as soon as you learn where the money is to be delivered.
Oh, they call me a homicidal maniac? I'll kill them all for that.
Now the homicidal maniac will plan a counterattack.
Bye. Good luck.
Or whatever that Clooney movie's called. Wait, the shaft is empty.
What is this fairy tale about a carrying?
Pretty boring fairy tale. When are they adding it to Storybook Land?
But you told Mr. Henley.
I not only told Henley, I also told the Scarab. When you said my phone had been busy, I realized someone had been in the apartment. I searched and found a radio dictograph concealed in the bookcase.
It was the size of a small television, but it still took me 6 hours to find it.
Depending on the phone he located to trace it. So they won't expect us to try any other scheme.
So that's it?
Yes. And as soon as we learn where to leave the money, I'll start.
So his plan was to trick the bad guys into thinking he's better prepared than he actually is? Captain American Sniper! Filmed in Lee Harvey Oswald vision. Well, he couldn't have taken the shot. That would make something happen. The Scarab has a staff of thousands, but the district attorney only has one employee who has to do everything. Ever since this city outlawed MLMs, Mary Kay reps have to be extra discreet. And Gale speeds far away from the movie and doesn't look back. And the rifle relay race begins. You know, I wish this Cap would turn out to actually be Johnny Storm.
Number 3.
Meanwhile, in the Batcave.
Okay, come in.
The girl came out alone and left the case.
I'll get it. Drive the car around to the other entrance.
Cave's well furnished. Did they move in after Davy Crockett kicked out the River Pirates? What? An action sequence sneaking up on me? Not on my watch. Guns in the cereal are mostly decorative. Somehow in the middle of the desert road, he's still gonna hit Cap with the chair. Ooh, they got a stuntman who can flip. That's almost interesting. Isn't this where Walter and the dude scatter Donnie's ashes? Fighting on top of a sleeping rockbiter? Oh, come on. Greg Sestero holding Peter over the edge of the roof was more convincing. And Cap has killed again. This masked menace must be stopped. Da. Ooh, the briefcase tree is yielding good fruit. I'm gonna take this 30 Ford wagon and call it a Woody. And he drives off the cliffside and dies. George J. Lewis getting ideas about someday owning a hacienda with a secret passage to a cave like this. A briefcase full of money. That reminds me of a celebrity tequila that has nothing to do with that. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting scallops.
Take this case and drop it down the shaft at the end of the tunnel. Okay.
There's a shaft at the end of the tunnel. Really unsportsmanlike to go bear hunting while they're hibernating.
Get your hands up, Matt.
Did he throw a dinner roll at him? What is this, the Drones Club? Well, we must be nearing the end of the episode. Someone knocked a gun out of Cap's hand to start a fight. Do the bad guys all share that bed when they work in this cave? I guess it's nice that it's now too dark to see the same boring fight choreography. Herman Toothrot stuck down there. Which part of the cave wall tells you if you're a skunk? A group of grown men just kind of flopping at each other. Captain America! Is that shaft supposed to be the titular Vault of Vengeance? Did anyone writing this know what words mean? Episodes 1 and 3 had cliffhangers with actual vaults. What is this garbage? Oh, I fell on my keys. Oh no, how is Cap gonna survive this fall? Oh, just by surviving. Usually they save that for after the cliffhanger. This is how the Calico Mine Company deals with whistleblowers. Huh? What? Nah, I'll just take a nap. Wholesale murder wasn't broad enough. Wholesale destruction paints with a much broader wholesale brush. Republic Pictures' Captain America, proof that movie theaters were desperate to fill the pre-show with anything before they invented Maria Menounos. Starring a hero with resting, I hope nobody noticed I pooped face. Whose secret identity is the lawyer so boring even David E. Kelly wouldn't write about him. Featuring his sidekick who does more work for him than Penny does for Inspector Gadget. His arch-nemesis who must be exhausted acting circles around everyone else. His allies who apparently are still characters in this if you can trust the credits. And special appearance by two of his enemies' 6,348 henchmen. With a handful of people who maybe could have gotten their faces in the opening credits if they weren't all passed out drunk under the craft services table. The characters and events are fictitious, obviously, because nobody who works in a museum could possibly have enough money to fund the Scarab's operations. Chapter 7, Wholesale Destruction, the customer-facing division of Destruction, Inc. Captain America fails at doing something after Gale successfully did something else, and also Henley's involved somehow. Moving right along, do 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 do.
Take this case and drop it down the shaft at the end of the tunnel.
But that shaft is one bad mother. Hello, the door was open. I'm here to deliver a rifle.
Get your hands up, Matson.
That's not fair! They've got rocks, all we've got is guns!
Screw it, I'm taking a nap. Cap probably could have picked that rifle back up by now and won this easily, but then we wouldn't get to watch this. That's not a real shaft. Wile E. Coyote painted that on the ground. Boy, this IKEA furniture never lasts as long as you need it to. Matson keeps hitting his own partners while trying to hit Cap. His aim is worse than a stormtrooper. Look at all that dust. Is he a grown-up pig pen? No, those are my favorite rocks! Sure, knock more furniture over. What do I care? This is Scarab! Oh, I hope that dummy is okay. A Cap always lands on his feet. Matson tries to drop the bucket on him, but somehow it's gonna hit Gruber and he's not even here. They filled the bucket with rocks, and when they pull it back up, it'll have a monster mascus. Jeez, how long is this thing's chain? This shot looks so cool in 3D. And Cap extremely casually rolls out of the way. Not everything warrants a cliffhanger, guys. He's in Scary Farms The Depths, rest in peace. And now he climbs up the rope like Graham. This shaft is the Peasant's Quest and the King's Quest well. The criminal gang uses a station wagon because they really are a family here. Meanwhile, on a model train set, do you think he met a window cameo while he was climbing? Why are you checking for signs of life like we haven't seen you kill in cold blood several times over? This whole serial is a tourism promotional video for the Drummond Museum.
It's all here.
Yeah. I took it right from under Captain America's nose and finished him off at the same time.
Now we can fight off bigger threats to us, like houseflies or stale cookies.
Money and outsmarted the district attorney.
Yeah, that's a brag.
Gruber's checking now.
All right. The money is hot.
Sean Evans is feeding it to celebrities.
District Attorney tricks Scarab. Extortion money useless. The District Attorney's office has just announced that the extortion money delivered by J.C. Henley, wealthy oil man, to the criminal gang headed by the Scarab is useless to them.
Is this true, or is Grant lying about being better prepared again? Also, does it matter?
Sharp lookout and phone the police at once should any of the money be presented. A list of the serial numbers will be found on page 3.
Oh, it's a choose-your-own-adventure newspaper.
My last note to Henley, I warned him he would suffer if he failed to obey my instructions. Now I shall demonstrate to him what it means to disobey the Scarab.
Webster's Dictionary defines disobey as...
Proceed with that original plan.
Yes, sir.
How soon can you be ready to strike?
By tonight.
George J. Lewis once again getting ideas about a hacienda with a secret passageway like this. So, boss, now that Matson's gone, has he been asking about me? Does he think I'm cute?
Tonight, Henry will be glad to pay any price I demand, in spite of all the protection he can get from the district attorney.
Anyway, back to writing Palm Royale/fic.
And although your trick to prevent the use of the money was successful, you will soon learn how dangerous it is to disregard the Scarab's orders.
Can we follow that suit of armor back there? His adventures seem more interesting.
It slipped under my door about an hour ago.
Alongside a note that said, do you like me? Check yes or no.
Without any strings and had it all over with.
What assurance do you have that the Scarab would have stopped with one demand?
Just because I don't have any follow-through doesn't mean the Scarab doesn't.
The second note doesn't ask for money, it just threatens me. Oh, I want to help you, but...
I'm afraid your patheticness is beyond my help.
I've considered that too. And made arrangements to keep you right here in my own apartment under guard.
Yeah, that keeps working.
You, or any member of that Mayan expedition can be really safe until the Scarab and his gang are run to earth.
Of course, you're right. It's a hopeless task.
Not exactly.
I only have one punch left before I get free Quiznos.
This was in the pocket of the man found at the mine.
Just a card from me.
Ventura and Radford, the lot is at the Mendocino Farms?
No, but it does indicate that the dead man has had some connections with the used car lot.
The used car lot is sponsored by the old racist Washington football team?
You the manager? Right. I'm Gardner, district attorney.
You're a gardener named district attorney? Odd name, but as long as you water the plants.
Have you ever seen this man?
This is a naked picture of you.
Why, yes. I sold him a truck the other day.
What type?
One that goes vroom vroom.
I've got the specifications right here. Funny thing about it, too, he had me looking for several days.
James Urbaniak is Andy Kindler.
Nothing else would do. Here.
Let me read you this cornbread recipe.
18 feet long, 5.5 wide.
God, people are so picky with what they look for on their dating profiles.
With 12-inch window in each.
With isinglass curtains, you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather.
643.
Was it in condition to be driven away?
No. My tow car delivered it to a garage on the other side of town.
All right, another garage.
I don't know. The night man made the delivery.
Fighter of the day man.
When he comes on tonight.
Phone me the address of that garage as soon as you can. I'll be waiting in my office.
And Meehan immediately forgets he ever met old what's-his-name and never follows up. The sinister Grant's office theme.
So far, the only clue we have is the license number. Now,
Hello?
Gail, come on, be professional.
It's for you, Chief.
Yeah, it's his office.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Gardner? I have the information you want.
Ah, so that cul-de-sac added a few seconds to the runtime.
That's right. Martin's Garage.
From the makers of Martin's Vids. It's a bunch of detailed recreations of Epcot vehicles. Wait, nitrogen comes in a gas form now? What an age we live in. This is all the nitro it takes for the studio tour tram to make that jump in supercharged. Why is Mattson a milkman now? Did Gale Storm forget to leave a note for him?
This sure looks like one of the real company trucks.
Yeah, good job. That's exactly like the one used at Henley's plant.
Looks just as off the shelf as any of
I'm
his.
supposed to be on my way to the oil plant now.
Hey, what about Barton?
Burton, he's busy promoting Beetlejuice.
Slide that door back, will you? Here.
They could have just stolen a TG Oil Company truck instead of disguising a different truck as one, but crimes are just more fun when you incorporate arts and crafts. This guy's prepping to hijack the great movie ride. License plate horseshoes never caught on as a lawn game. An ad for B.F. Goodrich? What a man-made miracle.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I'm the district attorney. I'm looking for a large panel truck.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with that sexual euphemism.
Understand me. A large panel truck was towed in here the other day for repairs. The license number is XM7643.
Oh, yeah. It needed a new motor, and we didn't have any, so we turned down the job.
Great cover-up, guys.
You don't know where it was taken, do you?
No, I don't.
And you didn't do anything at all to it?
No, but we still charge $247.
You don't mind if I look around, do you?
Oh, go ahead. Help yourself.
Thanks.
J.K. Simmons has his eye on Grant. Captain America, people suspiciously shuffling around a garage. Wait, he's just noticing the plate now? So the implication that he noticed it earlier was just bad editing? Was that first shot still a blank to fire as a warning shot? He hates this can! It's the police squad gunfight. They're 2 feet away from each other. Wait, if I pretend to get shot now, I won't have to be in any more of these. Another death at Cap's hands. No, he killed Buddy Hackett and the Love Bug. This must be a clue, if I only knew how to read. Oh my God, I'm overdue for an oil change. This is a job for really any actual superhero, not this guy.
Inside, phone for some of our men. Check the place carefully.
Is the truck in there?
No, but they stenciled it with the name of Henley's Technigas Oil Company, so they must be planning to attack his plant. I've got to get out there right away.
Also, watch your step in there. There's a lot of dead bodies. The Technigas process, used for fueling the car in Peg Leg Pedro. That's where they're hiding the Cap from Outer Space's ship.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, he's doing a window cameo.
I've never seen you before. New man? Yeah. I'll have to see your pass.
No, Matson killed John Polito! I feel silly about this elaborate truck disguise now that I simply killed the guard. It's hard to drive through this terrible day-for-night lighting. Is that just the Platinum Refinery from a different angle?
Where do we hook them in?
Time to make some nitro ice cream.
Connected into this pipe. The nitro gas will feed through these pipes into every building in the plant.
And then we can give each and every person here emergency dental surgery.
Wait.
Till I come back to your side.
200-pound pressure on this line. I'll close the master valves.
Always 2 valves there are.
We now go live to Corpse Cam. This man is dead and it's not by my hand? How is that possible? And he's off to search this studio oil company. We gotta fill how many balloons for this kid's birthday party? Sure, I'll turn this one for good measure too. Why not? I'm on a roll. Cereal's actually better when I can't see what's happening.
Turn up the fire at full blast.
But Mom said not to touch the thermostat. Meanwhile, in the Titanic's boiler room. Wow, that's a depressing looking playground. All right, gauges are back. Woohoo! Uncle Sam, finally something patriotic in Captain America. No room for rumors. The Nazis' greatest asset is the rumor weed.
Pressure hits 350 pounds, the gas will ignite, and the whole place will blow up.
Well, let's get out of here.
Open up that master valve.
Oh, no, you don't. I got dibs on the master valve.
And once again, Cap knocks the bad guys over by stumbling kinda near them. So, Matson, you still think you eliminated Cap? Oh, smart. Shoot your gun around the nitrogen. All right, Barrels, this is what you get for blocking the view in the Scary Farm Nightmares Revealed live stream. Again, sad Jungle Jim. Ah, he went to the Donkey Kong school of eliminating threats. After watching all these, I want to fight the fight choreographer, and I'm pretty sure I can beat him. Perfect camera blocking, no notes. Breakaway furniture is this city's biggest export, or it would be if Cap left any standing. Okay, this time will he get to drink from the fire hose? Somebody must have found the marble in the oatmeal by now. And that axe hit 8 other Scarab henchmen we haven't met yet.
Out of the way, Cap. I gotta punish this railing.
Doc, the red log's about to blow! Reverse Kramer. Oh man, is it 200 o'clock already? Again, that no smoking sign cannot be deliberate irony. I refuse to give the filmmakers that much credit. You can't make me. Is this the compass from How to Go Places? He's got the wrench, but what about the lead pipe and the candlestick? Oh, I love when playgrounds have fake steering wheels.
Wow, that was an expensive-looking explosion. I can't believe we had that in the budget.
Okay, that's the one that actually killed him. Serial over. No, we just saw the cremation and it was firmly on the ground. Who's strong and brave, and who's here to save the American way? Yeah, Mencken's better.
You think this letter on my head stands for France? I'm seriously asking. Spelling's not my strong suit.
Is he holding up his watch to trick us into thinking he's Dick Tracy? All the leaves are brown, and the Lorna gray. Oh God, Lionel, that ring's not for your eye. Commissioner MIA and Mayor not appearing in this film. These guys are fine, but they'll never be Gabe. That is a lot of actors to play the Professor and Mary Ann. How many store-provided bagnies did you use? Phonofilm gave them so much money to use RCA instead. Clearly, Clifton isn't strong enough to glue this story together. Chapter 8, Cremation in the Clouds, the story of using a fire flower in World 1-3. Wait, how many hyphens are in Technogas? Let's get a consistent style guide here. And now, on with our story. Sneaking around as if he isn't wearing the brightest blue pajamas.
As soon as the pressure hits 350 pounds, the gas will ignite and the whole place will blow up.
Yeah, that's what happens when you give your energy contract to Miles Braun. Why can't the Galaxy's Edge catwalks be as active as this serial's? I'm surprised any other henchmen volunteer to go with Mattson on assignment anymore. They gotta know they'll be killed by either Cap or Mattson himself. You know, I could stress about making new jokes over footage we've already seen last time, or I could just read you some fun facts about garlic. Did you know that garlic has been used since at least 7000 BCE? Did you know that Gilroy, California is the self-proclaimed garlic capital of the world? California grows 90% of the garlic in the US, but most of the garlic in the world is grown in China. Did you know that garlic is a close relative of the onion? And yet you can immediately taste the difference between an onion bagel and a garlic bagel. Did you know that contrary to popular belief, garlic does not ward off vampires? The only thing known to ward off vampires is keeping Blade in development hell. Did you know that garlic is a member of the Amaryllis family? So that explains why it keeps teasing Ron Howard about his lisp. Did you know that garlic bread is a game changer for grilled cheese sandwiches? Seriously, have a grilled cheese with garlic bread, you will never go back. Did you know that garlic would never direct a serial this boring? So this is where the DA gets half his face burned? And once again, he survives by just being in a different place than we thought he was. Rescued from the brink of death by misleading editing every damn week.
Despite the attempt to
I've been trapped in the studio all year, help!
Gasworks, only one of the buildings was destroyed, thanks to the timely arrival of Captain America.
The timely comics arrival?
You should be proud of yourself.
Thanks, boss. Oh, sarcasm.
Captain America has made a fool of you on every job you attempt. We did our best.
I tried killing the other guy before Cap could, but no dice.
Yes, Mr. Henley has consistently ignored my warning.
And I thought he liked me.
I'm not beaten yet.
He's trying to hypnotize the audience, but we're already asleep.
Or none of the remaining members of the expedition will fear the Scarab.
Members don't fear the Scarab.
Eliminate Henley right under the district attorney's nose.
What's with the carving of Maui back there?
Henley's kept under close guard in the DA's apartment.
Oh, now you're gonna let that stop you?
We don't have to be near him. Thanks to a weapon devised by the ancient Mayan warriors.
You mean the Sangari blowgun?
I mean, seems like any gun would work in that case.
Our native Mayan agent, Sula.
Okay, what was the hiring process for all these agents?
We will post him where he would have an unobstructed view.
At an awkward camera angle.
The unobstructed view is just on top of the same building. This scene was a huge influence on the parking in Birdemic. Okay, one of these guys always lies and one always tells the truth. Up yours, up yours. Oh, what was the name of that guy from Adam 12? Couldn't let the guy you're guarding enjoy the chair? Did I leave my keys here again?
Mr. Gardner, I've had about enough of this confinement.
Your life is still in danger. You're here for your own safety.
Oh, hang the safety. I'm neglecting important business.
Yeah, this is an intervention for your workaholic lifestyle.
But you must permit me to go to my office.
Ugh, squandering a remote work opportunity.
Only I insist that my men accompany you.
Thanks. I'll be only too glad to have them.
Clancy, you stay here.
We need you here to potentially get knocked out again. By the way, how's your internal hemorrhaging doing? Oh, it's a magic trick. The Sidewalk's a Hidden Crucifix, directed by Zack Snyder.
Bring your car around in front of the building. You're taking Mr. Henley to his office. I'll follow in my car.
Which looks like Cap's car, but it's different. The world's smallest chimney sweep. Huh, the same car again. Fine, they only have paper straws, I'll bring my own. Look, up in the sky! Slow-moving dart. Wow, he killed him with the blank that's used as a warning shot? Either way, Cap's kill count just keeps rising. Oh no, it's a number 3 pencil. The SAT will never accept this.
What's that thing? A poison dart with your name on it.
How do they fit my name on a little dart?
Convince you that you're still marked for debt.
I don't want to work. I just want to play on my Drummond all day.
J.C. Henley and Duster, this foil.
He's sitting in his exposition headline chair again.
An ancient poison dart weapon.
I don't understand it. They're usually so bad at preventing our murders.
What if that smart DA traces the blowgun here to the museum? That's hardly possible.
He's a moron.
Professor Grayson was the only one of you I had in my possession.
Dick Grayson's in this thing now? We'll really get every hero except the real Captain America.
We have nothing to fear from the district attorney.
Doot-de-doot-de-doo, just here not causing any reason to fear. And Don Adams lurks outside.
Oh crap, did I leave my wallet in here?
And that sound means it's time for our lightning round.
What is it, Mark? The district attorney.
He's got a shoe phone. It is Don Adams.
Get out of sight.
On Blu-ray for my Soderbergh marathon.
He bumps into Colonel Mustard and Miss Scarlet going the other way.
Must get in boner hiding position.
Lucy, I'm home.
Hello, Doctor. Hello, Mr. Gardner. What brings you here?
Contractual screen time requirements.
The man who made the attack on Mr. Henley's life.
Yes, I read about it in the paper. A shocking exhibition of barbers.
A gruesome haircut.
And he's now safely on his way to a secret destination.
It's the Sizzler on Harbor in Fullerton. I'm bad at keeping secrets.
Ever see anything like it?
Well, not outside of someone's orifice.
A Singari blowgun, used by the ancient Mayan tribes in primitive warfare. A valuable collector's item, Mr. Gardner.
You could easily get $50 for it on eBay.
No. The only person who could have helped you was Professor Grayson, with authority on darts and blowguns.
My authority is only in blow dryers.
Yes, I know that. I've already wired Professor Grayson's family, hoping they might know someone who can help.
So really, me coming over here was a waste of everyone's time.
Good day. Bye.
Why haven't we sent someone to kill him yet?
Hi, mister? All right, son.
Fine, you wore me down. The Hudson Hornet is on the scene. Sorry, my driver's side door is welded shut.
I hoped I'd find you here. We just received a long-distance call from Robert Grayson in Northridge.
Robert Grayson?
The professor's grandson.
The old call from the professor's grandson trick.
His help. Young Grayson has made a close study of his grandfather's work.
He's really the Christopher to the professor's John Ronald Rule.
Fine. I'll arrange to have a chartered plane ready at Central Airport tomorrow morning, and you can find the weapon in Northridge yourself. I'll take a rain check on that charge, son. Keep the change.
And with that lucky change, he went on to become the richest duck in the world. And now back to Captain America's in Cars Getting Coffee.
Oh, this Holly Wild story was just getting to the good part.
Yes, Mark. Here's some dope for the DA.
Now he has dope? Man, I guess the DA can party.
Identify the blowgun.
She's flying a chartered plane to Northridge from Central Airport tomorrow morning.
That puts you in the spot. We're all in a fight.
Matson and Gruber aren't really there. They're just his shoulder angel and demon.
Grayson's grandson.
Great Grayson's grandson! I love old-timey exclamations.
We'd better do something before the blowgun reaches Northridge.
Which Northridge? The one in L.A. or the two in Ohio?
We're going to do something before that plane leaves Central Airport.
Central Airport, when you need your flight to meet in the middle. Oh, it's the other car. We get to see both of them in this one. The Scarab just has a warehouse of generic mobster guys waiting around, doesn't he?
We're from the DA's office to check on that plane you ordered yesterday.
Nice try. You're not the one person who works for the DA. Do the crumple step.
Tie him up and put him in there.
This is a dark episode of Wings. Dabney Coleman is on the case.
Calling H1. Calling H1.
Why did I have him call me on the radio that's all the way over here?
This is H1. Come in. We're all set. Plane is ready. The mechanic's taken care of. Good. You'll have plenty of time to install the bomb. I'll have it wired in the plane before the DA gets here.
A bomb on a plane? Oh no, an in-flight screening of Borderlands. We're just breezing along with the breeze. Prepare Batcopter for immediate takeoff. This is a fantasy, an airport with convenient parking.
I'm the district attorney. Is my plane ready?
So our tax dollars are paying for every public servant to have their own private plane, huh? They didn't tie this guy up, he just showed up to work like that. Oh great, now it's time chasers.
As soon as the motor starts, that bomb mechanism starts operating.
Yeah, I know, Bill. We were in the same briefing.
Everything will go up. Come on, we gotta look busy.
Actual footage from one of Lionel's offset parties.
Good luck, Gail.
I'll make it all right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, time to launch this sucker over the wall of the Waterworld stunt show. Gauges, this changes everything. Do you think Gail shares this plane with Lois Lane? Again, the ending of Casablanca always makes me cry. This is the worst piñata party ever. With Gail gone, who's gonna tie my shoes? Oh no, the Sandlot kids broke Mr. Myrtle's window. A soup can? Andy Warhol's behind this. Yeah, my back itches. Give me a scratch. Well, I could rescue that guy now, but no, this definitely warrants taking a few minutes to change into my pointless alter ego. Damn buttons, Clark Kent makes it look so easy. Highway to the Avenger Zone. Well, here's the clouds. I'm expecting a cremation any minute.
I wonder what's keeping the DA.
I don't know, a moderately shiny object? Rowan and Martin's cap-in. Oh, well, this is awkward. Now, go easy on me, fellas. I'm not used to neither of you being Matson. What if they had to fight somewhere without barrels or chairs? Wouldn't that be something? I know they technically have already a couple times, like that fight in the middle of the desert, but you don't actually remember that one, do you? Oh, yeah, Gale spin. Good thing Senor Cardgage got out of the way so Homestar could deliver that ladder. Oh, he's sliding on a furniture dolly like that one character in the Fright Fest Conjuring maze. Hey, Cap, watch me do a somersault. Your form is terrible. Let me help. Oh, it's only half a stool with a mirror. It's for Jim Henson to crouch behind. There's our one allotted gunshot per fight. Like a toddler grabbing his mommy. Dr. Meacham on his way to meet Exeter. This serial is engaging. I long for death. Is that a harpoon gun resting on a baby changing table? Now, is this the pantry? I'm craving Doritos. Oh no, he shoved Cap into those things. Throwing things only works if he has a gun to knock out of his hand, otherwise he'll duck. Gale blissfully unaware that the episode's still going. The spinner from Twister doesn't translate without color. Is that a bird? I should tell Debbie. Meanwhile, in stock footage... Enough of that, back to the soundstage. Yeah, we know what she looks like. Well, just gone 10 o'clock and time for the Gale in your airplane to explode. Well, we're back to Gale definitely dying and not just escaping at the last minute. Let's take a break from election anxiety by focusing on an Avatar for America who's guaranteed to be disappointing. And here we see what a cell looks like under a microscope. Grant's checking his own pulse because there's really no proof he's alive. Gail's smiling because she thinks she really was killed off and doesn't have to do this anymore. You get so few non-villainous monocle users anymore. Mayor Randolph Hearst, big fan of sleds and trying to shoot Charlie Chaplin. Gruber, hoping for a better life for his descendants Hans and Simon. John Hamilton, who of course played the Wicked Wizard of the West in The Witch of Oz. I will say, this is my favorite Crane Whitley movie. I'm skeptical that this thing has any characters or events. The long-awaited collaboration between the director of one episode of The Bob Cummings Show and a guy who was in Birth of a Nation. Chapter 9, Triple Tragedy, When I Cut 3 of My Fingers. We all know it's Maldor. You don't need to call him the Scarab when you're just talking to the audience. Ah, 2 previously on blurbs. This one has Gail's driver's license photo. I'm Gail Richards and I approve this message. Hey there, Gaily girl, flying in a plane so fancy-free. Hello, DoorDash order for Matson?
It's Captain America.
So we're safe as long as he doesn't try to protect us. We keep getting all these warehouse fights, and it's always the same stuff inside the warehouse. Why can't we get a fight at, like, a fulfillment center for distributing carnival prizes? Let them hit each other with inflatable mallets and oversized off-brand Hello Kitty plushies. Oh, she's going down! Never mind, she's staying level. I had to try that at physical therapy after my car accident. And slide into first on your back. Oh, but he's still in third. Fight choreography by Cirque de Blase. Still contributing to the great chair shortage of 44. No, he shot a gauge share phone car. Oh, just blow me up already. This gauge's measurement is inversely proportional to our interest. That wasn't even one of the henchmen. Cap just punched the script supervisor. Cap, why did the DA wait for you to show up instead of rescuing me himself? They had 5 minutes to film this rear projection rig, and they're putting it all on camera.
There's a time bomb in the plane that just took off. What's the radio wavelength of that plane? 1575.
Your single employee who's the only woman in this city is about to be blown up, but you take your time untying him. Gail is just fully dissociating.
Calling Gail Richards. Calling Gail Richards. Come in, Gail.
This is Gail. Go ahead.
There's a time bomb in your plane. Bail out. Bail out.
Okay, Grant.
Grant? Who's Grant? I'm wearing the mask. No, it's Coleman Francis's skydivers. I'll give them credit. It's new for them to cut this much out of the cliffhanger. Their cheating really has reached new impressive lengths. Meanwhile, at Epcot's Italy Pavilion...
Scarab must have feared the blowgun.
Is that Davis? I forgot Grant had a second employee, consultant. I never learned who Davis was.
There wasn't even a fragment of it left in the wreckage.
I don't think those 2 prisoners will help us much. They're just 2 small-time thugs hired by Matson for that particular job.
He hired them on Thugs List.
I wonder if the Scarab ever heard that the police make plaster of Paris copies of all important pieces of evidence.
That's what you wonder?
We didn't have time to make a replica of that blowgun.
Someone was too busy showing it to Maldor.
Scarab doesn't. We could let the news leak out through the underworld that we have an exact duplicate from which Grayson can identify the owner of the original.
Grant's really sticking with the lie about being better prepared strategy, huh? What's wrong with boot blacking? I like it very much. After my shoes, shine my Zorro mustache. You could just yell and he'd probably hear you.
Go ahead, Mark. Number 31 reports the DA has a plaster model of the blowgun. He's wired Grayson to come here to identify the owner. That's all.
A model? Why did they make a model of it?
Everyone needs a hobby.
Procedure, I suppose. This calls for action. We have no time to lose.
Well, it calls for what passes for action in this serial.
Put every available man on the job.
Check reservations on every train, bus, and plane coming into the city. Find out about all reservations in all the hotels.
Oof, and Comic-Con's in town this week. Captain Baton Twirler!
This is a good reproduction.
You're the best plant expert / prop builder we have.
I'd like to see somebody translate those fake Mayan hieroglyphics I painted on it.
I really want to see them try. I worked really hard on it.
District Attorney's office. Yes, Commissioner. He's right here.
Oh, now the Commissioner thinks we'll just welcome him back after he disappeared for 4 episodes.
They fell for it, Grant. A man just asked about Grayson at the Hotel Metropole.
Also, I shot my phone scenes from episode 1 5 seconds ago.
For this afternoon.
Fine. That's just what I hoped to hear. Have you got a man at the Metropole?
Yes. Donovan is taking the doorman's place.
Because Superman and Green Lantern ain't got nothing on him.
Anyone else around? I want them to be able to get away with the blowgun so we can follow them to the Scarab. We better give them a little time to get organized. Then we'll deliver this right into their hands.
The world's largest stogie. Ooh, a new boring-looking building. The Metropolis Hotel. We're finally getting Superman back. Da-da-da, da-da-da. I can dream, right? Why is there an animation reference model for Bambi on the desk? Now to pull out my laptop and check some email.
What makes the tube explode? You press the doorbell, and on the second chime, the wire will burn too, causing the tube to drop and break.
Oi, I'm from somewhere else.
Knock out anyone in the room in a few seconds.
A new building means new parking shots. This is Donovan, the doorman.
Matson and 2 others went in a few minutes ago. One of them stayed in the lobby, a lookout, I guess, and the others went up to the room.
What about their car?
Parked around the corner.
Around the corner? That's where the shop is.
Drive around and watch their car. If they should leave before I can get back, trail them.
Sucker, I'm taking off for Gotham City. At least the serial set there actually has comic book characters. Matson and Dead Meat, how can I direct your call?
Okay. We'll take care of him. The DA's coming up here alone. He's carrying a long tubular case.
That really piqued Maldor's interest.
Why is he coming before Grayson gets here?
I don't know, but he's got the blowgun. That's all we want.
Oh, you're so singularly minded. Wait, is the hotel hallway just the same set as the hallway in Grant's building? I guess this town has exactly 1 architect and 1 interior designer. So, Grant, how many cases have you tried this week? None? Not looking good for getting reelected. So he knows they're laying a trap for him and he just goes himself without any precaution. Smart, Grant. Land shark. I'm locked in, but there are no gauges in here. A classic doorbell triggering a vial of gas plan, that old cliche. Haunt season is over, but the fog still lingers. Oh no, Phantom Menace is starting! Boy, this serial hates chairs. Looks like Cheech and Chong's dressing room. Been a while since you played dead, Grant. Well, Matson, this would be a perfect opportunity to shoot Grant, make sure he's dead. No, I guess you only like killing your own teammates. This isn't my signed Rita Hayworth poster.
This is it. I'll take the blowgun out the back way.
Kinky.
As soon as the gas clears, you go in and finish the DA.
Wait, why didn't you finish the DA? You were just in there. That just thickens me accent.
So he's surviving poisonous gas by having his face near a vent? Yeah, that's science. Never bring a knife to a shoe fight. Oh crap, they can both kick? Well, it's a stalemate. And J.D. Vance gets to work. Ah, crap, now I gotta actually work. Person who Matson knows what I look like and will know it's me following him away! Since Matson's the one who opened that window, this counts both as Grant killing someone instead of bringing them in for questioning, and Matson killing his own teammate. Oh, it's that suburban block you have to drive past between the city and the desert. The thrills of a chase through Mayfield.
Matson drove out of the alley, and Miss Richards after him. Here, take my car.
Fair warning, I probably will crash it. So that Scarab agent who was a lookout is just gonna roam free, I guess.
Calling Gail Richards. Calling Gail Richards.
By the way, should we start using codes instead of loudly broadcasting everything over public airwaves?
Matson's about a quarter of a mile ahead of me.
Don't get too close. I'm following you in Donovan's car. Keep me posted.
Don't radio and drive, kids. Is Matson falling asleep at the wheel? Oh no, the creeping terror is starting.
Calling Grant Gardner.
When the hell did he have time to stop and take off his shirt?
He just turned off toward that old barn east of the river.
I know the place.
Is it Watson Feed Barn from episode 2? Or is it a different barn that will almost definitely be played by the same barn?
Don't start anything unless you absolutely have to.
Ooh, love what they've done with the place.
I'll have this fixed in a minute. I'll hurry it up.
Oh, why stop moving slow as molasses now, cereal? Ooh, she parked in the La Palma lot. Purse, strut. Purse, strut.
Calling H1.
Now over here, I gotta consolidate my radios.
Come in, M3. Did you get the blowgun?
Yes, everything's okay.
I'm not so sure. Norton hasn't reported in yet.
A problem with his antivirus?
He hasn't. I better go back to the hotel and find out what happened.
Hello, here to read the meter?
I'm going back to look for him.
You're staying right here, Matt.
So Gale has the exact same powers as Cap. A gun. You'll pay for evicting Mr. Ed from this place.
Tie him up.
Yeah, that's what Lionel makes them do weekly anyway. Oh no, the Rancor! I actually didn't care about stopping her, I just love levers.
That was quick and easy.
What the screenwriter said after crapping this out.
He worked with Captain America, and he's probably on his way here now.
To do the same thing, but even worse.
Too much stuff belonging to the museum stored here. And we can't take a chance of letting anyone find it.
It's not gunpowder, it's just tins of liquid IV.
Spread a powder thing. We'll blow up the whole works and the girl with it.
I never get bored of watching cars make this exact turn. Pumpier than Kilimanjaro Safari. Wow, I really screwed up his suspension. Next episode, we see about 200 feet of gunpowder trail wandering around like the Family Circus Kid trails. This is the one day Gruber was supposed to go on the mission instead of me, but he called in sick. Good thing hay's not flammable. Okay, time for more just throwing stuff and punching. Sounds like another of the same exact fight going on up there. So we're back to a barn fight, huh? But this time without the tractor that actually made the earlier fight worth setting in a barn. Is this whole serial gonna be even more boring versions of stuff that already bored us once? Pickaxe somersaulting, real popular among acrobatic prospectors. So where's all that stuff belonging to the museum that Cap would definitely recognize? Chair broken, take a shot. You know, if I kill another 3 of your minions, I get a free sandwich. Is he fighting with the fake blowgun now? And again, maybe the extra chairs were the museum artifacts. Matson started the fire, and to think they blamed the cow. Boy, Margaret Hamilton's taking forever to appear. Wait, no, I mean John Hamilton. We already know Gale has the power to cut the several minutes it takes to escape the explosion out of the cliffhanger. Why are we worried? Damn it, this window's too small to throw you out of. The fuse starts going around the barn like Muppet Treasure Island. And we cut to 3 weeks later. Boy, now all the chairs are broken. The Avenging Corpse? Finally an Avenger in this Captain America series. I guess it's Marvel Zombies? Well, it's not the Captain America we need, but it's apparently the Captain America we deserve. The true avatar of America. Some dick. I am Lorna the White now. Dr. Maldor, surrounded by the shadow of hookahs. Oh, come on, Mr. Mayor, you didn't tell me we were wearing hats for this one. Joke's on you, I don't even own a hat. And these guys, we all know and love them. We can definitely pinpoint which episodes they all show up in. I want to ride my bicycle. At least these two directors put forth a unified vision. Chapter 10, The Avenging Corpse, in which George Reeves seeks revenge on the producers of The Flash. Ah, Mattson looks just as surprised as we are that he's the focus of the previously on. Sure, started from the beginning of this walk. Good. That's right, America. It's time for another exciting installment of Barn Fights. Fights in a barn. That's pretty much what we got going for us. I need somebody. Look, Serial, you've proved yourself. You can make a fight scene boring in any setting. Just move on. Not just anybody. All the furniture was harmed in the making of this serial. Swing and a miss. Metaphor for the whole series, really. Boy, someone really had to powder their nose. Okay, you got this under control, Steve. I need someone! Ricky Ricardo? They opened the door, but they didn't get on the floor. Now they'll never walk the dinosaur. Elsa, honey, give me your other hand. Scamper, scamper, scamper. Quick, let's take refuge in this Cracker Barrel. And this barn 6 blocks away blew up. And after the barn was demolished, they built a skyscraper in its place.
Destruction of the barn spoiled all chances of tracing the Scarab's men.
Oh, Gail?
Have you gentlemen seen this?
Looks like little Billy's taking the long way home again. Perpetual life, sure, but super soldier serum's just too silly for live action.
Dr. Clinton Lyman, brother of the late Professor Lyman, who was a victim of the Purple Death.
Remember that?
Demonstrate his latest invention at his home tonight.
So he never tried to use this resurrection on his brother just because he was bitter about being left out of the will, I guess?
Demonstration will be Lyman's fellow members of the Mayan Explorers Club. Why, that's dynamite. The Scarab's attacks have been made only on members of that club, and now they're publicizing a meeting like that.
Yeah, but the Scarab would never kill them efficiently.
Get me Dr. Clinton Lyman's home, please.
I think there's a home somewhere in this shot. Lyman's crazy brother!
Hello? Oh, I never intended that to get into the papers. I simply mentioned it at a private luncheon at my club.
Sure, the club staff all moonlights for TMZ, but...
Oh, no, that's impossible.
And you're only inviting disaster for yourself and your associates.
No, I don't really think so.
Sure, the Scarab killed my brother and everyone else we know, but I'm sure we'll be perfectly safe.
Thanks, I will. I'll be there with my assistant, Miss Richards.
I don't need to know her name, it's fine. You can just say +1.
They just don't seem to realize their danger from the Scarab.
Wait, a scene at the Drummond Museum? Ooh, what a fresh addition to this serial.
Have you seen this?
Yes, I know all about it. I had lunch at the Mayan Explorers Club.
Yeah, we know what happens at your lunches, Lionel.
Invited to Lyman's house.
Is there anything to this perpetual life machine?
We will find out tonight. Lyman will try and bring a dog back to life. And the Humane Society is cooperating in the experiment.
As soon as they finish cleaning up after the WKRP turkey drop.
I must have it. I've always dreamed of an elixir that will give me power over death itself.
Since when?
You'll be there yourself. How can you possibly?
Oh, it's relatively simple. Dinner shall be over at 8:45.
Joke's on you. Dinner's all you can eat, and Grant is going back for thirds.
The truck from the Humane Society should arrive at Lyman's residence.
And then we'll... Wait, are you fading out on me? I am a Professor Lyman for the County Humane Society. Ah, Papa Matson.
Remember, don't do a thing until you're sure that...
That's right.
What was that, boss? The film transfer glitched out during the important part. Ugh, I didn't invite any of these people.
What beautiful roses.
This morning they were withered and dead.
But I resurrected them with a water spell from Universal Studios.
Can the machine be used to restore human life?
I've never tried it, but I'm convinced it will.
That's the scientific method. Just be convinced before experimenting.
That must be the men from the Humane Society.
This Lyman's gonna grow up to be Ray Wise. So what other withered and dead things can it resurrect? Because Viagra's not cutting it anymore. The Humane Society wasn't even involved in Hollywood films yet, but sure, they helped out this random experiment.
Now, if you'll wait in the anteroom.
Frankenweenie's less fun than I remember. Is there a dog in that shot? It looks like a fuzzy hat. Yep, still there. Stop glancing at each other.
Speaking broadly, gentlemen, the principle of my machine is based on the diathermic method of inducing fever by high temperature.
I tested it out on that kid from early settlers of New England.
Of the circulatory system. It works in conjunction with this serum.
A super soldier serum? No, of course not. Maldor, just get glasses so you don't have to keep adjusting the monocle. John Fiedler's really trying to get a better look.
Of course, if the subject has been dead too long, I cannot expect success.
We have limited time to try this on a caveman at Animal Kingdom. Makes a very similar sound to the Metropolis Mad Scientist's electrothanasia ray. So how would doesthedogdie.com handle this if the dog starts out dead and then gets undead?
His eyes are open.
I'll take your word for it. Kevin Sorbo in Dog's Not Dead.
Gentlemen, I believe the experiment is a success.
I mean, we can't be sure. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Congratulations, Doctor, on your great contribution to science.
Let me make it about me now.
Now I hate being alive. I long for death again.
Hold it, everybody.
Whoa, Maytag repossession doesn't mess around. Oh no, they've captured Nigel Hawthorne.
Get away from that table.
We told you food is served at 8:30. That means nobody eats before then. Now, I hear these away suitcases come with a phone charger, and I'm at 6%.
Quick, it'll be a human shield.
On the other side of that suitcase, it says Professor Harold Hill.
Keep him covered till I get back to help you with Lyman.
Will do, Michael Hitchcock.
Get that wall.
Why didn't Grant come through the door?
Something's gone wrong. Get away from here. I'll pick up Dirk and we'll take care of Lyman.
Oh, if only they had broken that chair first, he wouldn't have anything to hide behind. Grant has killed again, but I guess they can bring that guy back to life for questioning now.
Be sure that no one leaves this house.
Right.
What is the meaning of all this?
Who knew bringing together the most targeted people in town would be dangerous? Yeah, another classic Captain America car chase. Or maybe the same car chase again, who can really tell? A hand grenade a day keeps the captain away. Ooh, he mildly inconvenienced Grant. I'm gonna eat this whole turkey leg while driving. Grant was driving worse before the grenade. That was just the first grenade again. Come on. Come on, man. Don't vape and drive. Bernlar. Oh, it's Grant. Oh, a structure blowing up that's not in the cliffhanger? This episode's treating us to extra repetition. Look, you can blow up bridges, but you're still no Fleischer Superman. Well, I see you all have everything under control.
What happened?
2 masked men broke in, tied us up, and took Dr. Lyman away. Dr. Melder was hurt trying to resist them. Tore the mask off one man. It was Matson. I didn't see the other man's face, but if I ever see him again, I'll know.
Mostly by the smell.
He'll be all right.
In fact, I'm pretty sure he's enjoying it.
Send out some detectives from the Identification Bureau. They might be able to identify that man I shot and give us a clue to the scarab.
Ooh, it's a double Drummond episode.
Lyman's at a research laboratory, and Hunt got through with the machine safely.
Why is he holding the fake blowgun again?
Not entirely. He found a watchman's key on Rick's body, and it won't take him long to trace it. Where did Rick work?
He was a night watchman at the Collins gravel pit.
Is he the same night watchman from Destruction Inc.? Also, wait, your henchmen have day jobs?
Destroy any evidence that might point to me before the district attorney gets there. Or wait. I have a better plan.
How about we
One
don't?
that will remove the evidence and also the district attorney if he goes there.
Later, outside the queue for Ghost Rider. Cyanamite. It's half dynamite, half cyanide.
Take the plunger off about 200 yards. And be sure you keep the wire out of sight.
At this rate, this whole town's just going to be a bunch of explosion craters by chapter 14.
We want to see who goes into it before we blow it up.
It'll probably be Don Lockwood.
I'll jump off about 100 yards from the entrance. Keep going, you know what.
And thanks for driving me to work while my car's in the shop.
I heard a car pull up outside.
And I heard the owl call my name. Come on, kids, don't play in the dirt in your nice suits. Gail Richards, the only assistant to a district attorney who qualifies for hazard pay. Aperture Science? Gail, just leave the purse in the car. It's only getting in the way.
Yeah, she's the one who works with Captain America.
Wee! Ow! Barbed wire! Yeah, it's an old-timey schoolhouse.
Shall I blow it?
Lionel makes them ask that a lot.
Captain America might show up, too. He'd never let her come out here alone.
You're right. Get your hands up.
And hold them out so I can give you a prize for being right. Pocket sand. It's actually harder to see now without the dust in everyone's face. Sorry we don't have chairs out here. This'll have to do. Hey, so who was the titular avenging corpse? Was it the dog? Is he the mastermind behind all this? Oh, come on. I refuse to believe this Cap is stronger than Houdini. All right, Cap, I'll race you to the top of the slide. That's it. I'm quitting the Scarab and joining the Bulleteers. No, this is my clubhouse. No caps allowed. They're in silhouette reenacting Isildur defeating Sauron for Ralph Bakshi. Boy, this is a dangerous jungle gym. everyone, he's learning to walk. Ah, my gun garden is blooming. Whoa, did Cap actually kill Mattson? And not just the other henchmen who came with Mattson? This changes everything, or it would if they hadn't just introduced a resurrection device. Nice of him to stand lined up with the Shadow. Third exploding structure. Was this one supposed to be triple tragedy? Somehow, the dead man returned. Well, happy Groundhog Day. Let's celebrate by watching something repetitive. If you wore this to Oogie Boogie Bash, Disney would give you an official costume out of pity. You know, Lorna Gray was in the Three Stooges short You Nasty Spy, one of the earliest film satires of the Third Reich. Lionel Atwill was in the original To Be or Not to Be, another film that satirized Nazis. Charles Trowbridge was in Confessions of a Nazi Spy, and Russell Hicks was in Hitler, Dead or Alive. You can guess from the titles where I'm going with this. George J. Lewis was in Freaking Casablanca, and John Davidson was in Freaking the Great Dictator. Nearly everyone in this was in anti-Nazi movies, and yet they all came together for a Captain America that doesn't fight Nazis. I'm sorry, I just really want to see some Nazi punching. Any prediction of political incompetence in the judiciary is purely coincidental. Chapter 11, The Dead Man Returns, followed by Dead Man Forever and Dead Man and Corpse Boy. Cap is killed again, Mattson fell to his death, but let's talk about Gale. You may find yourself investigating a scarab shack. We keep zooming out and watching other people watch each other.
Shall I blow it?
This has been blowing it since episode 1.
America might show up too. He'd never let her come out here alone. You're right.
With congestion pricing, it was better to carpool. Captain America defeated by dirt. It's literally just now occurring to me that I could have been skipping chapters this whole time and half of you wouldn't have noticed, and the other half wouldn't have cared. I don't know why I'm committed to watching every episode. I'm not trapped in space by a mad scientist. I'm just an obsessive completionist, I guess. Once I start something, I have to finish it. It might be a sickness, I don't know. Anyway, they're punching each other. Once they're up the ladder, Gene Kelly can sing You Were Meant for Me. Ah, he forgot Cap can climb ladders too. Where the hell is the remote? They were trying day for night, but only got dull for boring. Just completely different exposures in each shot. Who was the DP? Me? Hold on, you've got gum on your shoe. Oh man, what did I drink last night? A backdrop from Brigadoon? He screams like a jungle bird. He's got a gun? At least it's not dirt. Huh? Is it even more boring out there than in here? Once again, manufacturing a cliffhanger out of simply not showing someone leave the place that exploded. Eventually, this may get a wee bit old. She got shot! Oh, no, that's just film burn. Spider Cap. Spider Cap. Grant doesn't actually use the elevator to leave his apartment, he just shimmies down the cables.
Why, Matt.
He's badly hurt, but still alive. We'll have to get him to a doctor right away if we want to save him and find the scarab.
Oh, I hope Dr. Wade's not trying to go on vacation with his family.
Bart Mattson, who was captured last night by Captain America after...
His first name is Bart? He's just like Bart.
...identified as the criminal who abducted Dr. Lyman and stole his world-famous life-restoring machine.
World famous, if by world you mean this city.
Mattson is now in the home sanitarium on the verge of death.
Meanwhile, outside a confessional booth...
...survive sufficiently to speak. If he does, the district attorney is anxious to question him about that master criminal, the Scarab.
So, boss, about that raise...
Mattson won't talk even if he is dying.
I know that, but he's our most valuable man. If he dies, we'll have to change all our plans.
No, we won't.
Boss, you never let me be right about anything.
As a matter of fact, I plan to get his body before it reaches the morgue.
But Maxon's dead body can be of no use to us.
No. Restored to life it can.
Oh, right, I'm not used to us keeping the same MacGuffin from chapter to chapter. Point to Chekhov.
I'll force Dr. Lyman to perform an experiment that will amaze even the district attorney.
Come on, playing Got Your Nose impresses the DA.
It's getting worse. The doctors have lost all hope of saving him.
I don't care about saving any other henchmen, but he's in the opening credits.
Oh, yes, Commissioner.
Dr. Black just phoned me from the sanitarium. Matson is dead,
Well, let me know if there's any change in his condition.
and the county morgue will pick up the body.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Not the worst eulogy I've heard this week.
Robsons are the best lead we ever had to the Scarab.
And unfortunately, there's no way for a dead man to return.
Every available man on the job.
Okay, Grant.
Well, that fulfills Dryden's appearance quota for a few episodes.
Sanitarium and talk to Dr. Black. It's just possible that Matson made some delirious remark, which may help us locate Dr. Lyman.
That's what Doc put on the DeLorean in part 3, right?
Cut it off.
What the audience said to the projectionist.
As soon as my men recover Matson's body, it will be brought here. You will resurrect him with your life-restoring machine.
But I didn't construct this machine to bring a murderer back to life.
Or your brother, apparently.
It would take 1,000,000 volts of electrical energy before this machine would be effective on a man.
And lightning won't strike the Hill Valley Clock Tower for another 11 years.
I've been able to supply everything you may require.
Oh, my favorite John Hodgman book.
I'll show you.
So Lyman is just rolling with finding out his fellow club member is the Scarab, huh? Lyman is shocked to see this room he had to walk through to get to the office.
This apparatus, Dr. Lyman, is capable of generating all the electricity you can possibly need.
Wow, perpetual energy. Seems like profiting off of that would be a much easier grift than whatever your Scarab plans are. Okay, but first I'll adjust the thing that holds the toilet seat covers. It's the machine at the factory that Nick Yankovic works at.
If you refuse to revive Matson, your last moments will be spent in there.
The fireworks room from the Secret Life of Pets ride. Oh, I wanted it to stay on. Good thing the phone waited for the noise to die down to ring.
Yes? Oh, yes, Gruber.
For the last time, you're not getting more screen time just because Matson's dead.
You won't have long to wait, Doctor.
I bought you Lightning
My
Lane.
men report that the morgue truck has just arrived at the home sanitarium.
Why is everything in this town staffed with milkmen? Beep, beep, move your truck, your meter's expired.
Hiya, Chief.
Ooh, we're getting parking and pulling away in a single shot. This serial has truly peaked. Come on, imps, work the motor. He's crucifix hiking.
What's the trouble? Get out.
That's my favorite Jordan Peele movie.
Open up the truck.
Sundays in the Park with Grant.
If only Matson had talked.
We still have a chance. Some of his friends may try to claim the body.
Oh, Grant only figured it out a little bit too late this time. I hate to give up a good parking spot like this, but I love to drive away. Oh, that corpse is gonna fall out for sure. You gotta tie it to the top like a Christmas tree.
All right, you two. Start walking and don't look back.
Genesis 19:17. I don't know, actually shooting them feels kinda hat on a hat, Bill. Alright, now we gotta return this corpse for a full refund before the sanitarium closes. Let's draw one final loss meme. Several years later, the Libanel family goes for a drive.
Well, that's the truck from the county morgue.
We can't know that for sure just because it says County Morgue on it.
written on the ground.
11 episodes in, and now you notice things.
7744.
You wrote down the name of Elon Musk's kid?
Car. This man must have written it before he died. I'll have Davis check on it.
Aw, snap! This is a Davis episode!
GG calling WD.
GG Allen promoting WD-40.
Come in, GG.
The morgue wagon was hijacked. An automobile with the license number 1D7744 may be involved. Have the commissioner send out a general alarm to locate the car, but make no arrests. I'll handle this case myself.
Oh, then we're all screwed.
Back to the office now.
Okay, Chief. I just want to verify this number. 1D77.
Cars for caps. A car-based establishing shot. God, these filmmakers love cars more than Jay Leno. Is Electronic Researchers Limited a division of Destruction, Inc.?
Get the machine ready.
The Machine? They've recruited the bad guy from Free Willy, the animated series? That's not part of the resurrection. Lionel just wants everyone to wear nipple clamps.
If Madsen does not revive Dr. Lyman, your body will be used in the next experiment.
Well, it's nice they're threatening to bring him back after killing him.
On to full capacity.
The direction for these actors was just do science-y things. We're on the air! And now, sparks! Something that sparks that much must be science. I never get tired of vague buzzing noises in my superhero shorts.
How long will this take?
How should I know? I've never done this on a human before, man.
This man has been dead for hours.
The commissioner just phoned. That car belongs to the Electronic Researchers Limited.
As specific a name as Cartoon Films, Inc.
That company has its office and shop. Fine. That's all I want to know.
I guess that could have been conveyed to me over the phone, but we paid for the office set. We're gonna use it. Yeah, this seems safe. 1 million sparks. We'll bring back Madsen. Come on, a watch body never resurrects. My God, it's full of sparks.
Well, that should be enough for now.
I'm guessing. I'm really winging this.
Come off the generator.
We're not paying to electrocute the whole neighborhood.
He's ready for the serum now.
Serum in a Captain America story? It'll never work. Hello, pizza delivery for Icy Wiener? He's a peeping Tom. Still better than what Lionel did to that mail slot. Oh boy, a customer. Time to throw the welcome tools at him. Ooh, they could damage dozens of dollars worth of science props.
Captain America.
Yes, I should have seen that coming, but I really thought he'd have fallen into an open manhole by now.
How much longer will it take it to revive?
True love.
Well, only a few seconds. But I hope by that time Captain America will have captured both of you.
Oh, you're thinking of the real Captain America. This one couldn't catch a cold. Turns out it's not the machine that revives Madsen. The fight's just making enough noise to wake the dead. The serial loves cars, hates chairs.
His eyelids are fluttering.
Credit where credit's due. This is the first episode in months to actually live up to its title. Everybody was Capu fighting. Brought Madsen back with lightning. Oh, come on, boss. I was out. If they blowtorch him, maybe this Cap will turn out to be Human Torch. A chairlift standing? Not on my watch. Not much of an obstacle course. That's right. Wake up, sleepyhead. It's Christmas morning.
Get out of the window, Madsen.
This first version of Lisa Frankenstein isn't nearly as romantic. Ooh, botched that trust fall.
I'll cover you till you get down. Wait in my car in the alley.
I've been dead all day. You sure you want me behind the wheel?
Pick up the machine and follow him.
Oof, I fell on my keys. Guns and kicks finally pit against each other. Now buy this Avon sample! Well, you killed the one guy who can use the resurrection machine, just like you destroyed the vibrator and the robot truck and lost the firebolt. Seems like just holding on to any one of these magic sci-fi devices would be a better investment than whatever your plan has been, Maldor. But hey, we get to watch more of this. And they're in the mission breakout generator room right before Rocket blows it. All right, Cap, you're gonna get freedom fried. Indy holds that door closed and tells us to go left. Or on the highway, I'm gonna ride it all night long. Captain America, dumb old world. Hey, what happened to the awkward sitcom poses? How am I supposed to be disappointed when Russell Hicks doesn't show up now? How am I supposed to know that those actors got paid more than these actors when I can't see any of their faces? But Doctor, I am Bagniacci. I guess I'd be grateful the credits were shorter if it didn't mean the film itself was probably longer. Chapter 12, Horror on the Highway, the story of merging onto the 110. He also failed to stop Lyman from getting shot, but he's constantly failing to stop unalivings. He's never failed to stop an aliving before. You told us he failed to stop it! Skip to the failure! Lionel Atwill was in actual Frankenstein movies. What is he doing here?
Captain America.
But hey, I've already been assured he fails to stop this.
How much longer will it take it to revive?
Well, only a few seconds.
Clearly, Dr. Jordan from the Mummy Strike should have just used this guy's resurrection device. Should I dig up more fun facts about garlic? How do you want me to handle this? Poor Dope was actually trying to file that chair. Is this real life?
Get out of the window, Matson.
We just brought you back to life, now we're gonna throw you to your death. You know, maybe the Scarab should have a disguise when he deals with things personally. We could use the door, but if it's good enough for that guy from Clarissa Explains It All, it's good enough for you.
Pick up the machine and follow him.
I'm a little impressed by the resurrection machine, but I'm mostly impressed that it's portable. Do any of you know the combination? Wait, which episode is this? Man, guns and kicking just keep getting a rematch. The dead man dies. Welcome to the lab. Time for your stool sample. Ooh, rolling on that would probably be great for your back. Pull the lever, Kronk. Oh, they're doing the Punch and Judy show from Learn to Argue Effectively. Again, Cap escapes by escaping, but he's fine letting that other guy die. Does this add to his kill count? You decide. Well, I feel very accomplished.
A dead man has been brought back to life.
This version of Clone High sucks.
News came from the district attorney's office today.
And we're just going to take their word for it and run their report uncritically.
Garrett henchman who died yesterday was resurrected by Dr. Lyman's life-restoring machine.
This is what Higgins did before he met Magnum.
Witnesses to the actual operation, Matson was seen escaping from an electrical laboratory.
How would they know it was Matson? All the henchmen look alike.
In the midst of the wreckage of his machine.
You should be thankful, Matson. You're the only authentic case of modern times of a man who has returned from the dead.
This serial puts the lazy in Lazarus.
Too bad Lyman smashed the machine.
Every couple of episodes, they introduce a new sci-fi concept that could anchor an entire franchise, and then just casually eliminate it.
They'll slap a murder charge on him.
Oh, I don't think so. The only witness is Captain America, and he can't testify without revealing his identity. If he does that, we should be compensated for the risk we are taking.
Please explain how knowing his identity could be even remotely beneficial.
I'm taking all precautions. Our lawyer has gone to see him. He'll warn Dirk to keep silent.
Dirk won't be so daring now. Insert sitcom door entrance catchphrase here.
Did you get anything out of Dirk? Not yet, but I will. Dirk will crack up when he's charged with murder.
Wait, he's actually doing lawyer stuff instead of wiggling Goon's shoulders?
All you can prove is that Dirk was present at the time of Dr. Lyman's death. Any smart lawyer will smash your case in no time.
Oh, come on. What lawyer would smash things in the Marvel universe?
A witness, but you can't produce him. I probably won't need to. Dr. Lyman was abducted from his home along with his life-restoring device.
But they hid the life-restoring machine under Casper's mansion.
Now, if I can prove that Dirk was the unknown masked man who helped Maxon with the abduction, I'll convict him of murder.
But you can't prove anything. Gail Richards, your assistant.
We know who Gail is. You don't need to exposit this heavily.
Positive identification of Dirk as one of the abductors. Our unsupported testimony will not be sufficient in court.
Imagine all the kids suckered into watching Captain America who instead got this low-rent LA Law.
May I use the phone?
Phone calls in this serial?
Get me Dr. Malder at the Drummond Museum.
I guess Drummond is short for dramatic irony.
Yes, Gardner. Is there something I can do for you?
I hope so.
Can you class up the proceedings with your screen presence?
One of Lyman's murderers. Now, we'll have a case against him if you can testify that he was one of Lyman's abductors.
But he was masked.
If only he sang I Want It That Way.
Miss Richards called Matson.
I understand that. But we'll put a mask on the prisoner, and there may be something, some gesture or some mannerism that you may recognize.
Yeah, every man in this town has such distinct quirks.
Now, could you arrange to be in my office at 2 o'clock this afternoon?
Of course. But I hope you have the right man.
It's also what he says logging onto Tinder. Have we met this guy before? Actually, I don't care.
What news, Counselor?
The district attorney is going to spring a surprise witness to identify Dirk as one of Dr. Lyman's abductors.
Cut. Hey, buddy, could you learn your lines before we start rolling?
Just talk with the district attorney. As a matter of fact, I am to be the surprise witness.
You?
I'm so giddy.
Excellent. That will knock that case into a cocked hat.
A cock hat?
I'll get a habeas corpus?
No, the corpus was already resurrected.
I shall identify Dirk as being one of the abductors.
Identify him? Well, you can't do that.
You can't recognize any of your own henchmen?
If he thinks he's being framed to take a murder rap, he'll tell everything he knows.
Exactly.
What?
He's become a danger to my organization.
So keep him happy.
I've devised a little plan that will take care of him and the district attorney at the same time.
But just helping him go free would prevent him from turning on you. Why can't you do anything straightforwardly?
Instructions implicitly. I'll be present when he's brought into the district attorney's office and...
And what? That's it?
Miss Richards says when Matson attacked you, tore off his mask.
And he would have gotten away with it, too.
Neither of us saw the face of the other man.
The man you're about to see is wearing the same mask you took from Matson.
Did you at least wash it first?
Richards has identified him. We hope you can corroborate her testimony. All right, Davis, bring him in.
Hey, Davis! And this other guy. Pad out your serial episode with lots of glaring.
No, I'm sure this is not the one.
Quite right, Doctor. This man is one of my operatives.
You have more operatives? Why do you send Gale on every mission? So a series with George J. Lewis where a government official disguises another man as the suspect and it's not Zorro?
Your judgment influenced by your friendship for Lyman.
Of course. My opinion will be without prejudice, I assure you.
Yeah, I assure you. I'd actually love it if we went through 8 more of Grant's operatives before getting to the real guy. Ooh, daddy likey.
This unquestionably is the man who looted Matson in the raid on Lyman's house.
That's a lie. You're trying to frame me.
He couldn't speak until his eyes were uncovered?
By this man under oath. Positively. That's good enough to convict. Book him for murder.
Murder? You can't do that.
On television?
Suppose I talk. What'll I get? If you'll name the scarab, I'll accept a plea of guilty of second-degree murder.
Oh, just try me, bitch. Stop looking at each other.
All right.
The scarab is Kaiser Soze.
Scarab was Doc Lyman himself.
Oh, that's preposterous.
Come up with a better lie or you're fired.
Lyman was a soul of honor. You might just as well accuse me of being the scatter.
Dude, play it cool. I'm trying to have your back here.
By accusing a dead man? It's true. Lyman was using his machine to bring Matson back to life. Why did Matson kill him? How can I tell what a man will do who's just been resurrected from the dead?
That's a fair point. Is Dirk the only smart person in this serial?
I can prove it. But I won't talk before this guy, whoever he is.
Whoever this man I've never met who definitely doesn't pay my salary is, I've never seen this ruggedly handsome fellow before in my life. And tell me where you got those masks. I want to stock up for my next party.
Now talk.
I'd give anything to cut to Steve Martin and Dead Man Don't Wear Plaid.
They're hidden in his house.
Lyman's house was thoroughly searched before it was closed up.
You didn't know the scarab.
But you do know Jack.
There are secret compartments in his house that your caps could never find. Take me there and I'll show you. I think you're lying, but I'll call you a bluff.
I think you're lying, but I'll follow you into the clear trap you've set for me. Meanwhile, in Obscuro Vision, setting up a room, the gritty reboot.
See that you don't fail this time.
Don't muck it up by dying again.
And is of no further use to us. He and Gardner must be destroyed.
Leave it to me. I'll drop them the minute they come through the door.
Not quite so quickly.
Slow your roll, Quickbeam.
Die, let them know that theirs is the fate of all who attempt to thwart the scarab.
So they can spread the word after they die. Wait, maybe that's pointless. It's nice that we all wore our matching hats.
Good. I'll wait in the car.
Better hurry before the painters come back for their drop cloths. So Maldor's plan to take care of Dirk and the DA was have Dirk lead him somewhere they can be shot? Yeah, brilliant plan. Come on, let me shoot them. My foot's falling asleep. It's the Matson Show!
Good work, Matson. I knew the scarab wouldn't let me down.
Quiet, you double-crosser. When you threatened to squeal, you signed your own death warrant.
But he didn't squeal. What is going on?
You're finally going to pay the penalty for interfering with the scarab.
So we're really learning which henchmen they should move heaven and hell to resurrect and which henchmen are okay staying dead. Also, Grant killed another guy with the blank that's used as a warning shot. I guess I'll take shooting at each other from across the room over hitting each other with chairs and stools. Hitting with the gun was more effective than shooting with the gun. This serial's stance on guns is fascinating. Live from New York! Oh, now it's curtains for the DA. That other henchman was just 10 episodes early. Boys, no roughhousing in the room that's being renovated. There's the shoulder wiggling. I knew we wouldn't go long without it. I'd love nothing more than for the furniture to come to life and turn this into the fight scene from Beauty and the Beast. Throwing a chair that's under a blanket is slightly different. Kicks and guns seem to be evenly matched in this fight. Boy, things are getting steamy between these guys. Was this whole thing Maldor's plan to get another orgy going? A stool without a blanket. We're back, baby. Boy, Matson's really got a taste for going out windows. He's escaping the Winchester Mystery House. Once again running into the Old Forest, this time going to be stopped by some barrel whites. He runs like Tom Cruise. There's no way I'm letting him sit in front. The license plate says LOL. This serial is officially laughing at me. Hurry, we've got to stop Dr. Wade from going on vacation. They drove over a quiet landmine.
I've got to make it to the highway. I hear there's horror there.
Take care of anyone who follows us.
Invite them for dinner and drinks and see if one thing leads to another.
It's been a while since we've had repetitive driving. It's the "you think this letter on my head stands for French" connection. The POV of Jed Clampett. Patson sticking his head out like a puppy. Yep, the Suburban Corner's back. It's hard to stretch 8 locations into 15 episodes. Driving is the best time to do a Rubik's Cube. He's both driver and shotgun. Did they just spend half a day filming 2 cars driving around in circles around the Cahuenga Pass and use it for every chase? Meanwhile, Clark Kent's clinging to the back of one of the cars. Remember when there was a self-driving truck in this serial? At least we didn't have to cut to its driver. Leaving a trail of dust like the Roadrunner. All the fast motion, it's like a really boring Monsters episode. Watch out, Christopher Lloyd spilled a vat of dip across the road. Good thing nobody else in this state is ever on the road. Blues Brothers 3000 is even more underwhelming. Come on, run over the camera and put us out of our misery. A jam handy Prado! Ah, good. Sending a car over this cliff again. I was afraid we'd see something new. And next time, we get another skyscraper plunge. Will our second finest building be destroyed? Republic Pictures? Republic Pictures are no good out here. I need something more real. With an ensemble this iconic, it's so hard to choose a favorite. I'm pretty sure there's more than this many people on screen across the series, and I just want to know if everyone who wasn't credited fired their agents or thanked them. I'm glad they told me the events are fictitious. I might have really thought they brought a dude back to life and then made zero attempt to recreate that technology. Took 2 whole guys to deftly guide this one. Chapter 13, Skyscraper Plunge, a less effective Marvel overlay of Tower of Terror. Ah, yes, remind the kids that they barely got to see him as Cap last week. You've taken the Cap out of recap. It's been weeks since I've crashed a car. I'm falling behind.
Take care of anyone who follows us.
He was just brought back from the dead, but he doesn't get to ride in the front, and he has to do busy work. Clearly, they didn't watch Superman Secret Agent, or they'd know that 1940s cars are bulletproof. The lines on the road are just suggestions. The car's doing a little butt waggle as it drives. All right, rear projection operator, you're gonna die. Butt dance, butt dance. I'm pretty sure there's a Dutch Brothers off this exit. The lack of any sort of frame of reference for where these cars are relative to each other really raises the tension. Grand Theft Auto. All right, George, let's just film you shooting him 8 more times. Yeah, we're gonna use them all. That wasn't the gunshot. Grant just drove over the broken glass from episode 1. Yep, escape by escaping. We've seen it. As you wish! Henry, Brody, and Salah are watching sadly because they didn't see him escape. Mr. Bradshaw, will you stand up, please? Still safer than a Cybertruck. Meanwhile, in one of this town's 3 buildings...
My car was smashed and the Scarab's agents escaped.
Yeah, those are like hourly occurrences now.
He's calling by a radio phone from his private car on the Westland Limited.
Hillman?
Hillman, the man with the power of a hill.
Backers of the Mayan expedition.
That's right.
I'll take the call here.
Meanwhile, in Howard Hawks' 20th century, I've decided to stop saying every train is the $1 Billion Limited.
I've made a remarkable discovery.
Lucky guy gets to ride in the Lily Bell.
I received from the last Mayon expedition.
It's Mayon now.
Yesterday, and exposed a copper plaque etched in Mayan symbols.
And dipped in mayonnaise.
Of a map showing the location of the fabulous Temple of Emeralds in the...
One short day in the Emerald Temple.
The Scarab will stop at nothing to obtain that map.
That's why I'm calling you.
I was in the Maltese Falcon 3 years ago, and now I'm here.
Containing the missing portion of this map.
This train should have been robbed by now. Did Knots cut the entertainment budget again?
You both must be protected. Not a word about this to anyone. I'll arrange reservations for you at a quiet hotel.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have a Skyliner stop.
Meanwhile, I'll contact Dr. Malder and warn him.
Meanwhile, at the home of the world's largest collection of Bulldog Drummond novels.
Thank you, Mr. Gardner. I'll take the necessary precautions.
Don't worry, I always provide plenty of condoms.
Yeah? What's he want to know?
He already knows too much.
We all know that's not true.
Bring the bronze box from the display case of the main exhibit. I've been a fool.
But the fool on the hill, man.
Half of a map to locate the temple has been lying here in the museum under my nose.
Half of a map?
2.5 maps.
No. It was etched on a copper plate and must have been broken in 2 parts for better concealment.
The shield is the second marker, and this is the second Last Crusade reference.
Ah, Bach. I see it's been carefully wrapped in the funny pages. This is the advantage to nobody ever wanting to see any of these exhibits. You can just destroy them unsuspiciously.
That's it, all right.
It's worthless without Hillman's half.
Of course.
I'm gleeful about its worthlessness.
I shall discover Hillman's whereabouts through my good friend, District Attorney Gard.
And I swear if he's just hiding him in his own apartment again, I won't be mad, just disappointed.
Dr. Malder, you should come here without proper police escort. I warned you.
Your warning came too late.
It clearly didn't if you didn't leave until after he called.
I investigated the Mayan exhibits as soon as I heard from you. This case has been opened and looted. It contained the tablet referred to by Hillman.
This is a naked picture of you.
Any indication how the thief got in?
Not a sign. Who has handled this case? Only my assistant, Gruber, and myself.
So wait, Gruber is publicly known as a Maldor employee, but Matson is only known as a Scarab employee. I don't want to know what else he uses that rag for. Ooh, a pocket gauge. Such wondrous advances in technology. Looking around for a single crap to give about any of this. Nope. Stack of books is a perfect hiding place because Grant can't read. He looks so paranoid. I guess getting his own hands dirty instead of sending a henchman has him shook.
I'll let you know what we learned, Doctor. Meanwhile, I'll have the police search the museum for additional clues. Fine.
If they find a secret passage and a bunch of stuff of Matson's, that was there when I moved in.
Goodbye.
I know I just said you need police escort, but I'm kicking you out without giving you one. Ooh, a new location? Oh, no, it's just Winston Arms lit poorly. Hey, Grant, did you ever notice that you have the same hallway as the Hotel Metropole?
Have you forgotten we're dining with Mr. Hillman?
Dining with Mr. Hillman, starring Mark Curry.
All right, let's go. Hello?
An excuse to get out of a social engagement? Awesome! I mean, aw, darn.
Commissioner.
Guess they didn't bother to film his side of the call this time.
And wants all confidential files brought to him immediately. I'll have to go back to the office and pick them up.
But what about our dinner engagement?
You go ahead. I'll try to join you later.
Or I'll run back and forth between the two, changing outfits comedically. Oh, Selsden. In the dark, I can't tell if this is a new henchman or one we've seen before, but in fairness, I wouldn't be able to tell even in the light.
I'll let you know what we learned, Doctor.
Oh, this time instead of a giant-ass live eavesdropping device, they used a tiny recording device.
Yes, I'll phone them right away. Now,
excuse me, Doctor?
Why, certainly. Goodbye.
Get me Mr. Hillman, Hotel Metropole.
Metropole again. I'm surprised they didn't just do a new hotel, but still use the same set.
Yes? Here's your information. Metropole Hotel, Suite 504. That's all we need.
Yeah, it's literally all of the information.
Hillman's at the Hotel Metropole, Suite 504. You know the plan. Get started.
We probably could have gotten started earlier because it was a fair guess he'd be at the Hotel Metropole. Aw, the DP lit the wrong side of the door. Today, we're teaching recorders how to fly. Would have been easy to hide, but no, go straight for shooting. Why not? Being unable to see anything doesn't make the shootout more interesting, but I'm still happy not to see anything. I've fully stopped clocking Grant's kill count at this point. He's a bloodthirsty menace. Anyway, now that that's done, I can get to work on the next chapter of my Severance fanfic. Hang in there, John. Just 8 years until you can be in a real superhero series.
Hello?
Oh, damn it. You want me to keep track of someone? That was a callback to a riff on the new DVD. You should all buy the DVD.
Thank you. Clancy speaking.
Clancy, the town's only cop.
Broke into my office. I don't know what he was after, but it probably means they're trying desperately to find Hillman. So be especially careful.
Especially careful, as opposed to earlier where they were just doing a baseline slightly careful.
Mr. Gardner can't arrive too soon to take the accursed thing off my hands.
NBC's at the door.
Better play safe and hide that thing.
In fact, it would have been smart to have it hiding the whole time, but whatever. Hey there, facing the wall here. Enrico Colantoni? Don't mind me, just keeping an eye on things from the wall, because I'm the face in the wall. Oh, hey, buy me dinner first. Except then I'd have to deliver it.
Sorry, bud. Just a formality.
Just a formal groping, nothing personal. Oh good, Matson's here, so he'll accidentally kill the fake room service guy. Wait, I ordered pasta, not pistol.
What's the meaning of this?
I don't know, seems self-explanatory.
That'll be your last. Get over here. Turn around.
And walk back over there now. I am forcing you to get your steps in. Arthur Two Guns Jackson. Oh, hey, Gail. Haven't seen you since I died. How have you been?
I have to copper that girl.
Oh, you meant now? Ah, good. This shot. He looks way too calm considering he knows the Scarab is sending someone to kill another guy he's hiding.
Put them in the closet.
You're gonna play 7 minutes in heaven whether you want to or not.
Now, Mr. Hillman, the Scarab wants the other half of the treasure map. You may tell the Scarab I'll not aid his murderous plans, even at the risk of my life.
Oh, you've been rehearsing that speech.
Take care of those two.
Wait. Till I come back to your side.
It's in the wall safe.
I will immediately compromise my morals if it means sparing the life of my beloved Clancy. Gail's right, this does look like my hallway. Am I at the right address? No, this is definitely the hotel. My building doesn't have any unconscious bellhops. Well, if you don't need anything else, I'll just keep on being the face in the wall.
Watch him. If he tries any tricks, let him have it.
Tricks like sawing Irene in half? Once again, changing costumes is an excellent use of your time, Grant.
This looks like the real thing, all right. Now we're taking you to a nice, quiet place.
A quiet place? I don't know if that maze is coming back this year.
We'll go out the service entrance.
Oh, so he'll use a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. It is Tower of Terror. Oh, Hillman showing some fight. The spirit of Professor Dodge lives on. Ah, now random vases are shown to defeat guns. He turned into Don Lake. Back to kicking defeating guns. Now we need to see vases and kicking face off. Ugh, making this mess after they probably already knocked out the staff who will have to clean it up. I had a dream once that I saw a fight scene with different choreography. Come on, dude, that's not a chair. Ugh, dying still wasn't as painful as these neck tricks. Another Don Lockwood special. Matson the Flying Squirrel! No, my popcorn cart! Oh, it's Bob and Emily Hartley's living room. Oh no, that ground is like 4 feet below you! Wait, was the shower curtain shot in Psycho an homage to this? As if I needed more reason to be annoyed at Hitchcock and Robert Bloch right now. Does the dummy look stiffer than usual? The Scarab strikes? Who does he think he is, the mummy?
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend, the ghost of Adam West speaking. I know some of you may have, at various points, thought that my take on Batman was rather silly. However, now that you've seen the type of superhero serials that we were teasing in our show, I think you can appreciate what we were doing a little better. Like when our plots didn't make sense, it was on purpose for comedic effect. Admittedly, we may not have had Lionel Atwill on our show, but we had Vincent Price, and isn't that even a little bit better?
Chapter 14, The Scarab Strikes, a title we could have used for literally any one of these chapters. Wait, he actually was Cap in the previous climax, but they're still using the Grant title card? Took them this long to be embarrassed by the costume, huh?
Watch him. If he tries any trick, let him have it.
This is a job for anyone else. I'm gone, baby.
Yeah, Grant, just toss your clothes on top of that guy.
This looks like the real thing, all right.
The Coca-Cola secret recipe?
Now we're taking you to a nice, quiet place where you can decipher both pieces of this map for us.
At least there's only half as many map pieces as Guybrush needed to collect.
Take a look in the corridor and see if it's clear.
Sounds like that clumsy oaf showed up. When Captain America throws whatever that thing was. How sweaty does Grant get fighting in that costume? He'd be less sweaty if he just wore the suit. Tommy Wiseau takes notes on how to tear apart this room. There should have been a sequel serial where Cap is victim of a revenge plot from the Hotel Metropole cleaning staff. Gale, Clancy, this is no time for a thumb war. Calling it now, the last fight of the final episode will be in an IKEA showroom, just endless amounts of furniture to destroy. Why are the curtains an Italian restaurant tablecloth? Oh man, now there's an open parking space. These curtains go and I do! Yeah, he lands on Billy Crystal's mattress. Did I leave that other henchman unkilled? Let me rectify that.
Captain America landed in the truck down there. He may be alive.
We better clear out before he raises an alarm.
We got to take Hillman with us. He's the only one that can decipher the plaques.
Decipher the plaque psoriasis, I mean. Some luck! Landing right on top of a bed of foam rubber.
I told you we were mocking crap like this, old chum.
Did the truck already drive away from the hotel? They're in some suburban neighborhood now. I'm wet and hysterical!
You're coming with us. If anyone tries to stop us, you'll be the first to get it.
He runs into Tony and Maria on the fire escape. Using the fire exit as an entrance, the district attorney has no respect for the rules. Hey, you're not Mike and Sully.
Those men took Hillman away with them.
What if it turned out this was the same museum from the mummy strikes this whole time?
Captain America tried to trail us, but we lost him.
Yeah, that's a brag.
So Hillman is resting comfortably at the farm.
Where he can play with all the other Hillmans.
To talk by morning. I wonder how Captain America found out we were at Hillman's hotel.
Yeah, how could he have possibly guessed that the guy in hiding needed protecting?
One of my agents reported that the man we sent to the district attorney's office for the electro recorder was killed. His body is in the morgue.
And the DA must have the electro recorder with your voice on it.
And his own voice on it, I guess.
Recorded on a magnetic wire. When it was played back, all sound was eradicated.
Sure, why not?
There's no identifying marker for mechanism. We have nothing to worry about from the district attorney.
You never had that much to worry about from him, really. He would just kill some of your less important henchmen.
The man I found here must have thrown this out the window.
You sure about that? Couldn't it just be random garbage that happened to be near your building?
Seems to be a recording device of some kind.
Yes, and it may have been planted in this office.
Sure, and Raptors may have smelled like barbecue sauce, but we have no reason to assume it.
We'll report in the morning. Fine.
Let's hope we get a lead to the scarab.
Great contribution, Gail. Later, at Dr. Wade's vacation hideout. Beep, 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 beep. Hurry up with my sonic order.
It's Matson, and the scarab is with him.
I'm utterly shocked to see my boss and his #1 guy. Honey, I'm home. Wahahaha.
Dr. Maldor, so you are the scarab.
What a shocking twist that we've known since episode 1.
Yes. I am the scarab.
The murderer of Lyman and Dodge, and
I didn't come to discuss that.
Shut up about my murders already.
Let's get down to business, Hillman.
To defeat the Huns.
I must learn the location of the lost Temple of Emeralds.
And Waze hasn't been invented yet.
Your associates, unless you decipher these plaques.
They're written in that Temple of the Forbidden Eye language, and I don't have a decoder card.
I won't do it. You will never get your criminal hand to that fabulous wealth.
Only the legal grave robbers deserve the wealth.
But there are ways of making you talk. Tie him up to that chandelier.
Geez, I really thought we'd run out of setups for Lionel Atwill orgy jokes by now. And that fireplace has the secret passage to Zorro's cave. God, this just comes so naturally to Lionel. It's a beautiful day in this scarab wood, a beautiful day for a scarab. Gonna give that to Spinal Tap to make a girl smell. Thrill as a museum curator changes his mind about removing a glove. In high school productions of Phantom, they have to manually pull down the chandelier. Get the comfy chair!
There'll be plenty of time to get the information I want. There'll be no interruption from Captain America or the district attorney now.
Those are the only 2 idiots I'm concerned about interrupting me, but boy howdy, I sure do love knowing that I'm only concerned about 2 separate idiots. If it turned out there was only 1, I'd be actually kind of annoyed. He starts streaming he's back in high school with Nick Rivers.
What'd you find out?
Well, there were no identifying marks on the parts, but I found a fingerprint on one of the magnetic coils.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere.
Not somewhere interesting,
I
but
identified the fingerprint as that of Ed Graham.
Graham is sidetracked on his quest to recover the lost treasures of Daventry.
Here's his record.
Arrested 3 times on suspicion of robbery and receiving stolen goods. Dismissed each time for lack of evidence. Well, this time we really have some evidence.
Yeah, Gail's close-up directed by Fritz Lang.
I'll force Graham's hand before he learns we have his fingerprint to convict him.
Yeah, just go mess with him before getting a warrant.
Get in touch with the chief operator at the telephone company.
Tell him I loved him in Story Without End.
Hello? Just a minute.
Hang on, I can't hear you over the torture.
I'll talk.
Cut him down. Graham's on the phone.
Every single person in this town either works for Maldor or was killed by him.
Yes, Graham, what is it?
The district attorney dropped in with that electro recorder. He couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, big shock.
I told him I'd never seen anything like it.
In my life.
I don't think so. He just seemed to be checking around the radio shops.
All right. Let me know if you find out anything else.
I've got to be the fifth caller to 1019 AM. No, the phones are the most sympathetic characters.
You may have fractured his skull. Your stupidity will delay my learning the secrets of those plans.
I should have left you dead when I had the chance.
Boys. Get my hat and coat. We're going back to town.
All right, boys, let's give him spinal damage on top of everything.
Yes, officer.
No, we're a DA's office. We don't have anything in a can.
Thank you. Calling Grant Gardner.
God, I wasn't sitting alone in the parked car listening to Pink Pony Club on repeat for an hour, crying my eyes out.
Chief operator reports that Graham just made a phone call to the old Watson farm off Riverside Lake.
So you didn't investigate the rest of the Watson farm when you knew they were using Watson Feed Barn way back in episode 2?
Fine. I'll reopen negotiations with Mr. Graham.
If you negotiate with Graham, he'll just demand you give him a marionette after he gives you your spinning wheel. They redressed the flower shop from episode 1 for this, right?
You're under arrest.
Well, good morning to you, too.
What for? For manufacturing that recorder.
Which isn't a crime.
On a coil.
All right, I made it. I sold it to a stranger.
Yes. The stranger you just called at the Watson farm.
When you call a stranger, the conclusion to the trilogy.
No, never mind that. You better talk and talk fast. Is Hillman at that farm?
Ah, damn it. You also have a gun? I thought I was the only one. We made a Maytag joke way back in The Avenging Corpse. I wasn't expecting actual Maytag product placement. Once again, guns are decorative. How does Grant decide which henchmen he'll kill and which ones he'll handcuff?
That'll hold you for a while. I'm going to investigate that farm.
Let me know if you need anything while I'm out. Ah, they laugh when I installed several hidden radios, all of them just one leg stretch away from any single thing I could be handcuffed to in here.
Calling H1. Calling H1.
Oh, but Gruber has to walk to reach a radio.
Come in, Graham. This is Gruber.
Graham, Grant, Gruber. Let's have way more characters with phonetically similar names. Let's make this as confusing as possible.
Warn the Scarab.
I'll phone the farm. Then I'll send someone down to release you.
I don't know why the phone has to be on the other side of the room as the radio, but... I don't know. Someone told me you can install Bejeweled on this thing. Ugh, that was a waste of a camera setup.
Calling MA. Calling MA. Calling MA. This is Gruber.
So Graham could have radioed the Scarab directly.
Come in, what's the trouble?
The DA got the goods on Graham.
Ooh, new vocal warm-up. Gruber says Grant got the goods on Graham.
No one answers. Shall I try again?
It's no use, the phone's out of order. There's no way to warn them.
Why don't they have a radio?
Beat the DA to the farm?
No, it's impossible.
At least you tried.
Call my pilot. Tell him to have the plane ready to take off.
So both the DA and the head of this museum have their own planes, huh?
Just never live to talk. You've got to fly there and bomb the house.
Okay, seems like a bit of an escalation. I guess Maldor was tired of Grant and Matson killing all his henchmen. He wanted to kill some himself.
I'd better phone headquarters.
That is assuming you really successfully fix this thing, Carl.
Hold!
Welcome, catch! Ooh boy, finally I get to be the chair breaker.
We're coming to the house now.
I hope dinner's ready. Early recliner tests. They are just wrecking Andy's living room. Aunt B's gonna be pissed. Flying in a plane is slightly different than driving a car. No, Slim Pickens was riding that. None of them noticed the explosion 3 feet outside the front door, huh? Curse you, Red Baron! Okay, they had to have felt that one, right? Are they so singularly focused they don't notice the structure shake? You would really think changing up the environment would force them to get creative with the choreography.
This is our last bomb. We mustn't miss.
Also what the director said about the next chapter. Oof, hitting him with a Kincaid. Insult to injury. Fry's grandfather, no! It exploded twice? Ah, great. Another scam text about unpaid tolls of doom.